everyone! I'm the Mighty Blues, and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles! Last time, we took care of basically everything we have left for the game. We completed the rest of Prison Island, did all the side quests left for the game. All we have left to do before confronting Dixon and Zanza is taking care of the overabundance of heart-to-hearts we have. And that's exactly what we're gonna do this episode. We've got nothing else left to do, so let's tackle these heart-to-hearts, starting with the Legend of the Spider. Look, Ryan, this geological formation, it's incredible.
It sure is. This breeze ain't bad either.
Ryan, are you okay? You don't normally want to talk about geology and the weather.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a bit on edge. Just tell it to me straight, Shulk. Is it me, or are there a ton of spiders around here?
Yes, there are quite a few. Oh yeah, now I remember. You're scared of spiders. Ryan, are you okay? You don't look so good.
Sorry, Shulk. Mind if we take a break for a bit?
That's not a problem at all. I'm just trying to think when your phobia started. If I remember right, it was that time when...
Come on, man, don't remind me.
I played a prank on you. I'm sorry, Ryan. I shouldn't have stuck that spider on your shoe.
Too right you shouldn't. When I went to put my shoe on, it nearly jumped out of my skin. You should be glad it didn't make me scared of shoes.
Don't make me feel bad. I said I was sorry.
Yeah, I know. We were just kids back then anyway. Boys will be boys and all that.
That reminds me. Do you remember why I put that spider on your shoe?
Not really.
You hid a caterpillar in my sock drawer. Did you forget?
Oh yeah. Sorry, man. Hey, Shulk, don't you have a phobia? There's something you're afraid of, but I can't remember what.
It's caterpillars, Ryan. To be fair, I also have a phobia of spiders, so I'm with you, Ryan. I mean, technically I hate all bugs, but, you know, I can tolerate caterpillars, maybe? I actually don't know. Fiora played a prank on you. She stuck a spider in your food. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah, that was gross! How could she do that? Hey, wait a minute, that never happened! It was your fault!
What? Are you sure?
Don't tell me you've forgotten! You stuck a spider in my shoe when we were kids!
Oh, sorry about that. Are you sure it was me?
Yes, and for the record, I hated it! How could you forget that? It was your fault I had this horrible fear of spiders!
Hey, no need to make such a big deal out of it. I don't even remember why I did it.
Are you kidding me? You did it because... okay, I guess I don't remember either.
On the plus side, if we both forgot, it can't have been much of a reason.
Yes, he's totally forgot about the prank I played on him. I can't say I'm gonna complain.
You love spiders. All these strange and exciting spiders around. And no wonder you look nervous. I bet you can barely contain your excitement.
You must be kidding! I'm starting to feel sick just looking at the ugly things.
Huh, gotcha. I was only joking, Ryan. Don't be so uptight. It's just a few creepy crawlies.
For the record, it's because of you that I have a phobia of spiders. I hope you haven't forgotten about what you did when we were kids.
Remember, relax. You know how sorry I was.
You shouldn't have done it in the first place, man! Why the heck did you have to go and stick a spider in my shoe?
You were bugging me. You put a caterpillar in my drawer, remember?
Really? I sort of remember. I might have, but who knows?
See? You're the bad guy here. Why'd you do it, Ryan?
I don't know! Nope, can't remember.
Well, that's the end of that.
Both of us have awful memories. Guess we're two peas from the same pod.
It needed a good home. If I recall, your shoe just looked just like the right size for a spider.
Oi! Only my feet get to live in my shoes! No bugs allowed! I've had enough of this. I'm out of here, Shulk.
You want to get moving already?
Right! The spiders can stay or suffer the consequences. You better watch your back too, Shulk. You'll regret that prank.
At least you're back to your old self again.
Hey, that's not the point. Oh, forget it. You're always one step ahead of me anyway.
For this next one, I actually figured it'd be cool to look at this with the same shot that we did at the beginning of the game. And you'll see why. Ryan, look, what a sight.
It's a sight, alright.
What's wrong, Ryan? It's not like you to look so serious.
Hey, I can be serious if I want to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. What's on your mind?
First time I came here. Before I came here with Shulk, I'd never seen this place.
Was there something special about that day? You've never told me about it.
You can say that. It's the day we set out from Colony 9. Well, it might not have been the exact day. I don't remember.
Oh, I see. Was that just after I was taken? I messed up pretty badly that day.
Why would you say that? Man, now you're the one who's not acting like yourself.
I suppose. But if I hadn't tried to be a hero, you could have stayed in Colony 9.
No one thinks that, Fiora. Don't beat yourself up about it.
But, Ryan, I
don't regret leaving the colony behind. And I don't blame you for all this stuff that's happened.
That makes me feel better. Thanks, Ryan.
Even if I hadn't got kidnapped that day, we still would have left. It feels like we were destined or something.
You think the Monado would have led you on this journey anyway?
Yeah, something like that. Or maybe you'd have just kept browbeating us until we did it.
Much as I hate to admit it, I think you've hit the nail on the head. I can't imagine just sitting there with the colony in the ruins. I'd have wanted to go out and get revenge on the Mekon.
I knew it! So don't worry, okay? Soon this will be over and we can all go back to the colony for good.
That sounds great.
You can say that again. I reckon we'd still be on Colony 9 if you hadn't done that.
You mean if I hadn't gotten myself kidnapped? Maybe.
Hey, wait, hang on. You're making it sound all depressing. That's not what I meant at all.
What?
Think about it, Fiora. We just sat around in Colony 9 for the rest of our lives. We'd never have found a way to beat the Mekon.
Oh, I guess that's true.
So cheer up. Me and Shulk were always gonna get off our bums and leave. I learned new things, met new people. It's been great. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Really? Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for making me feel better.
Anytime. And besides, soon this will be over and we can all go back to the colony for good.
Can't wait.
Tomorrow's dinner. What else? I look out across this beautiful vista and can't help but think, what we're gonna eat tonight.
What? How are the two in any way connected?
I was just worried about it, okay? You know it's my turn to make dinner. And you always get angry when I cook.
And you know why, too. Because you just cooked meat.
So, meat's good. It's full of, meat. And don't you think my cooking's improved since I left the colony?
Well, I don't remember you cooking a single meat at the colony, so...
Nope, never touched a frying pan in my life. But I'm a new Ryan these days, and I've decided that tonight, I'm gonna make you my extra special specialty.
Ooh, what is it?
Sauteed beast on the bone. So I get a big old joint of meat. Then I marinate it for 24 hours and roast over an open fire. A real man's dinner.
If that's all you can come up with, I'm never eating your food again. And as if I'm waiting another 24 hours for tonight's dinner.
Haha, gotcha! Do it, Fiora. I was only joking.
Yeah, laugh it up. It's all one big joke to you. The rest of us are sick of you serving up serving us a big burnt slabs of meat.
Alright, fine. Why don't you teach me how to cook more stuff?
Now, Ryan, I don't mind teaching you, but are you going to listen? You remember what happened last time, don't you? You borrowed the Monado and tried to use it to cook vegetables!
Don't you worry, Fiora. When we get back to the colony, I'll be the best student ever.
You better not let me down. I can just see you injuring yourself using a real knife.
Right. Man, this cooking stuff sounds dangerous. I hope you're gonna be gentle with me, Fiora.
Honestly, it is. My boyfriend constantly gets worried whenever I do dishes because his knives are sharp.
Gourmet cabbage parcels. I read the recipe in some book. It looked like something even I could manage.
Sounds like you're learning. I can't wait. Oh, but I remember Charlotte saying that she didn't like cabbage parcels.
No, alright then. I won't cook after all.
Wait a minute. You were supposed to be making it for me, not Charlotte.
Yeah, I did. But you know, majority rules. I've got to cater to all tastes. Meat it is.
How is that catering to all tastes? I already told you I don't want meat. Right, how about an omelet? They're easy to make and Charlotte's a big fan.
Hey, no one was talking about Charlotte. Why'd you bring her up? But I guess if you want eggs, can't really mess that up.
Hooray for Ryan, the best chef on All by Honest.
Yeah, bet. Before you know it, I'll be cooking up a storm.
Next up in Frontier Village, a day like any other. Why do tranquil places like this bring back so many memories? Perhaps the quiet clears the head. So what's on your mind, Fiora? Let me guess. Shulk? Well, sort of. Not just him. Maybe I shouldn't tell you this. I'm very interested to know. Okay, I'll tell you. There's this wonderful park near my home. I do miss it. Once, I made lunch for Shulk and me, and we had a picnic there. You don't say. Anything else you fancy boasting about? Your future? Children? Living happily ever after? I didn't mean to boast. It's just that day. I'm always remembering it. I don't know why. Did anything special happen? No, nothing in particular. It was a day like any other. The sun was shining, birds were singing, there was a light breeze. Sounds like a lovely day. When we were little, we used to run around that park together. I was just fast enough that Shulk couldn't catch me. Shulk never left your side, even back then. I admit, I'm jealous. I wasn't allowed such friends, nor any trips to nearby parks. But now you can do all of that. If you like, we can go together, just you and me. That's a nice idea. I love that. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you, Fiora. Despite it all, I'm glad we met. Me too, Melia. I hope we can stay friends for a long time to come. I won't be the coolest friend. I mean, looking like this. I don't care about that, Fiora. All that matters is you're my friend. I beg to disagree, Fiora. You're a robot! That makes you the coolest friend! But I'm also a lot like Shulk. And I like robot women. I say that as I am drinking tea from a Gamer Subs cup that has a robot waifu on it. I'm normal, okay? You are. I thought you'd be the last person to listen to me go on about this. No, it's okay. Really, I'd love to hear about it. Do tell. If you're so sure, then here I go. Well, there's a wonderful park near my home. I do miss it. Once, I made lunch for Shulk and me, and we had a picnic there. That's what popped into my head. It's just those dear memories. They make me feel sad now. Sounds silly, doesn't it? I know. I don't know what's wrong with me. You sound more down than when Riki skips a meal. It's quite tragic. Hold on, Fiora. Let me finish. Being stuck in the past is no good, but I'll be honest. I don't think that will be a problem for you. Meaning what, exactly? I mean, you're stronger than most. That almost sounded like a compliment. And why not? You're always ready to face what's coming ahead. In love, it's hard to know when to hold back and when to act. But now is the time to accept your feelings and not look back. I guess you're right. You know, I get down in the dumps far too easily. I wish I could be more like you. We're not that different, Fiora. We come from different places, but we got a lot in common. My feelings get the better of me, especially when it comes to boys. Next time, maybe I could be the one lending a shoulder. Perhaps, and for now, look after yourself, Fiora. Keep your energy up. Thanks, Melia. I'm feeling much better already. You don't mince words. I can't lie to you, Fiora. Honestly speaking, though, I like that about you. Give me a moment to finish. Being stuck in the past is no good, but that won't happen to you. You think I'll be alright? It's hard to know myself. And that naivety is no bad thing. I want you to remember this. You are strong, Fiora, and you can overcome anything. Wow, when you say that, it's so commanding. I could really believe it. Good. In fact, you're almost too strong some of the time. You could do with some showing your softer side more often. Are you sure? You never show anyone your softer side. Oh, well, Hey, wait just one moment. We're talking about you. Anyway, I'm sure you get my point. I do. Thank you. And I'm glad you were willing to be so honest with me. Let me think. I remember it being the same as any other day. There was me and Shulk, and we had lunch. That's it. If that's your idea of any other day, I'm quite jealous, Fiora. Actually, Shulk looked really, really happy that day. More than he usually does. That must be why it's one of my favorite memories. I have a memory that I cherish. Mother and I eating at the villa. That sounds wonderful, Melia. I can recall no better time in my life. My mother's smile was radiant. I remember it like yesterday. Will we ever have happy times like those again? We will, Fiora. I promise. I believe in Shulk. He'll make it happen for you. Melia, I'm sure you're right. Thank you. Over at Riki's house with Dunban and Riki. Life's hard for Heropon.
Riki don't want to leave home again.
Ready to leave us already? You can stay here. No one will mind.
Dunban not said Riki leave. Two Heropon better than one.
I'll be fine without you, but I'm not so sure about the others.
Shulk will miss Riki. Ryan too. Riki's friends are sad. Riki think Dunban's sad too.
I'll shed a tear for you.
Dunban tell the truth? Wow, Dunban can cry? No, Riki don't want Dunban to cry.
I thought you did want me to cry.
No, not cry. If Riki going to leave, then Riki want Dunban beg him to stay. Dunban get back now.
Beg? You are delusional, Riki. Besides, it's inevitable that we'll each go our own separate ways eventually.
Really? Oh no, not good. Riki want to stay with friends, but want family to come with too. Dunban think Riki's selfish?
Not at all.
Riki not selfish, thank you. But Riki want cake and eat it, so Riki figured out the best way.
Come on then, out with it.
Okay, Riki, Oka, and Little Pond all move to Dunban's house. Then, in future, Fiora and Shulk come too. Ryan can come too sometimes if Melia and Charlotte come. Riki and friends have big party.
Let me get back to you on that. My house is fairly small, and you wouldn't like the beds. Let's agree to go back to our own homes for now, okay?
Riki like Riki's idea better. Dunban should listen more. Oh, Riki no, Dunban built bigger house.
Let me guess. You can give me a good loan to pay for the work?
Wait, Dunban tried to be funny. Riki don't like Dunban's joke. Riki invite everyone back to Dunban's house. This Riki's house. Or Riki's joke. I read that wrong. Ah!
I'm afraid not, Riki.
Not fair! Dundan should cry! Riki not like Dundan anymore!
You can whinge all you like, Riki. Whoever wishes to leave is welcome. No argument here.
Anyone can leave? Dundan not sound like other hom-hom.
We live in times of war. If I shed a tear for every lost companion, I'd cry for eternity. Crying is a luxury I cannot afford. Life must go on, Riki.
Dundan!
If I stopped to mourn the departed, others would be left vulnerable. I say, if you have time to mourn, then you have time to fight. That is my way. You think less of me now.
No, Riki not think that. But Riki not understand. Riki sad if Dundan leave. Why Dundan not sad if Riki say bye-bye?
I am a man of war, Riki. I have made myself numb to many harm's emotions.
No, Riki think Dundan wrong. Reason Dundan not sad is because he is hom-hom hero. Being big and strong and brave so can fight more. Riki understand.
Riki
don't want Dundan to be sad. So when Riki in trouble, Dundan can come to rescue.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but shouldn't you be getting yourself out of trouble? You are grown up on a father. You can't be relying on me.
No, Dundan save Riki. Dundan like father to Fiora. Same as Riki. Save each other.
It could be your way too.
Yes, Riki try Dundan's way. We can become better Heropon.
You think it will make you into a better hero?
Anyone can leak from eyes, but being there for loved ones is much harder. With strong heart and strong mind, everyone can be Heropon.
Amazing. I never thought I'd be taking lessons from you.
Do not be sad for Riki, Dundan. Riki want Dundan to honor him by filling his place in battle. Okay, Dundan practice tomorrow. Riki want Dundan to fight enough for missing Riki too.
You don't ask for much, do you? But it's quite alright. Training or no training, I'll more than make up for your absence.
Oh, no. Dundan not take Riki's place until learned how to make pollen cakes. Just start practicing now.
Yes, you're completely selfish.
Riki don't like Dundan anymore.
You might like that arrangement, but what about Oka and the kids? Oka has her own life here in the village. Your kids have friends.
But
do you really think you can force them to give it all up? Just because you want to?
Dundan right. Riki wrong this time. Riki understand now.
Cheer up, my friend. We'll visit you from time to time, and you'll enjoy it too.
Next up in the Cyrith Lighthouse with Fiora and Riki. Riki have question.
Ah, beautiful. See, Fiora, see?
I see it, Riki. It's gorgeous. You can see all the way to Meconis.
Fiora, Riki have question.
What is it, Riki?
Fiora, please tell Riki, what is behind Meconis?
Behind Meconis? I don't know. Just the sea in the sky, I guess. At least that's what I've been told.
Maybe Fiora right.
Something wrong, Riki?
Heropon Riki want to travel around the whole world after fighting finish.
You do? Wow! That's an amazing idea, Riki. I bet Shulk and Ryan are planning to just sit around doing nothing. And Shulk needs to get his act together in more ways than one.
Riki amazing! Yes, Riki amazing! Shulk and Ryan are Riki's friends, but Riki cleverest of all!
If you like. I wonder if there's really anything out there to discover. If there is, it will be nice to see it. One day.
Not one day! Soon! Fiora should be more excited!
I'm excited, Riki. It's just, will we really ever find anywhere else? If we do, will it be like this place? Or will it be free of fighting and squabbling? Imagine a place where everyone can live in peace and harmony.
Not need no place for that, Fiora. Make Bionis into peaceful world. That is Riki and friends' duty.
Good point, Riki. You're completely right. Why didn't I think of that before? You've really opened my eyes.
Opening eyes no problem for Heropon Riki. Friends make world better place together.
I can't wait. Lead the way, oh Heropon. We'll all be right behind you. These heart-to-hearts really do show that Riki's incredibly wise. His age definitely shows, even though his maturity may not. Will I be able to answer this? I want to be prepared in case it's a really difficult one.
Maybe Riki not ask question.
That could be for the best. I might look like a machina, but I'm not like Miko or Lenada. I don't have their wisdom.
Machine people different. Riki and Fiora not born thousands of years ago. Old people always know more.
I guess you're right, Riki. How old do you think they are, anyway?
Miko 6,000 years old. Lenada not tell her age to Riki.
Now, Riki, you know you're not to ask a lady her age.
Fiora like machine now. How long will Fiora live?
Forever and ever. Maybe with this body, I can live for thousands of years too.
Wow! 1,000 years is 1 with 3 zeros at the end.
I think I might get a little lonely. Everyone will have died. Dunban, you, the others. And then there's Shulk.
Ah! Riki, no Fiora thinking about Shulk just now.
What are you talking about?
Riki, no truth.
But Fiora wrong to choose Shulk and not Heropon Riki.
Riki best.
Oh, Riki, that's sweet. But what are you going to ask me about?
Riki think. Riki forget.
You're a funny one, Riki. I guess it wasn't that important. But you made me smile, so thank you, Riki.
Why Fiora say thank you? Riki do something nice. Riki like Fiora's happy face, so no complaining from Riki.
I don't really know. This body is half Holmes after all, and...
What wrong, Fiora?
Nothing, Riki. It's nothing. I'm okay being like this. I don't need to live forever. And I wouldn't want to outlive all my friends. I'd be very lonely.
Fiora, you're sad about machine body? If machine body do bad things, remember to tell Riki.
That's sweet, Riki. Thank you. I'll remember. What did you want to ask me? Did something happen?
Riki thinking. Riki worry about Fiora, so Riki forget question.
Oh, never mind, Riki. Let me know if it comes back to you, okay? Why bother? You'll be a wrinkled old geezer before you find anything.
Riki not old yet, not grumble enough.
Listen, I spoke to a machina navigator once. He said that even if you travel at the speed of light for 100 years, you won't find a speck of land.
But Riki can't fly at the speed of light. That's not fair.
And you probably won't live to be 100 years old. But I guess since I'm half machina, I'll outlive you all.
That's not fair either, Fiora. Fiora get back to the other half of her body.
That's my dream, Riki.
Fiora don't give up dream. Machina medicine people give back body to Fiora if Fiora ask. Then Fiora let Riki go travel.
In that case, it's settled. Hereupon Riki becomes Pilgripon! No? No good? Forget I said it. Next up, over in Alcabot in the Sky Terrace. Oh, this shot looks cool! A breathtaking sight indeed.
Check that out! How high are we? Man, Alcamoth, what a place!
Careful, another step and you shall not see tomorrow.
How by honest did you get the entire city to float? Amazing!
It's quite simple, really.
Right, yeah, simple, she says. I can't get enough of this breeze, though. Makes me feel alive.
I quite agree. Gazing across our beloved land, it's a sight like no other. All those fears and worries just seem to melt away.
So you feel it too, eh? It reminds me of when I used to sneak out of school. I'd go watch the clouds go by from the highest hill in the colony.
I have to say that sounds just like you, Ryan.
Shulk would come looking for me and we'd argue about me skiving off. He'd eventually give up and we'd hang out until school was over.
What? But I cannot imagine Shulk being so naughty.
Look, Shulk's always been a bit of a rule breaker, just like me.
I got that impression. When the Telethia surprised me in the tomb and you all appeared, your presence shocked me greatly. Holmes had never set foot inside the tomb before.
We've been breaking down barriers like that for years.
I heard he even argued with my brother. He sensed I was in danger and persuaded him to let you find me. What is it, Ryan?
I'm the one who stood up to Callian, not Shulk.
Really? That was you?
And it was Dunban that sealed the deal.
So it wasn't Shulk after all.
I say something wrong.
No, not at all. But I am no longer in the mood to chat. Let us leave.
Man, Melia. You can tell Melia is not into bad boys. Or is she? I honestly couldn't tell. But the wording on that, just Melia being like, I never assumed Shulk was so naughty. Maybe it's just because I'm too gooner-brained, but that immediately put thoughts into my head, and I've made jokes on stream pertaining to Shulk in the bedroom, and, those thoughts came back. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, go watch the VOD in which I level grinded. I'll have it linked in the description. Poppycock! I cannot believe that Shulk is anything like you, Ryan.
Oh, so that's how you think he is it? Tell me, if he's so different to me, what's he doing here?
Whatever do you mean?
Us two chose to leave behind our old lives and get revenge. Even though Dunban said something about treasuring life. The point is, Shulk didn't listen. And that's the Shulk I know.
I see.
It don't matter what kind of danger there is out there. We live by our own rules.
I somewhat get your point, Ryan. I am jealous, in a way. I have spent my life constrained by the expectations of my peers.
Well, my way works for me, and your way works for you. You can't just do random whatever, cause all your responsibilities. But you think I'd last 5 minutes being top dog of your people? The Ministry of Health requires daily triathlons of all citizens. They'd be up in arms.
Agreed. Best to focus on more suitable matters.
Exactly. Now come on, let's find the others.
You enjoy it up here? Personally, I am not entirely keen on such high places.
You what? You live on these floating rocks and you're scared of heights.
I wouldn't put it quite like that.
Can't hide from me. I can see it in your eyes, Melia.
Such an irritating brute. The truth is, when I was young, I fell from this very precipice. Ever since, I cannot bring myself to look over the edge.
You must be joking.
But why?
You're seriously telling me you fell from here and lived?
Yes, I cannot tell you how, because I have no memory of it.
That is one heck of a tale, Melia.
Everyone has a story or two to tell. This is mine. Now come on, Ryan. Time to go.
Impressive. Nice story, Melia. You winged bunch of funny lot.
Charlotte was right. Ryan can be sweet every now and then. I shall grant him this one. It is true. I am afraid that I might fall off the edge. It is due to a bad experience I had in my childhood.
You're joking, right? It's nothing. Look.
And how is it, Ryan?
Whoa.
Are you alright, Ryan?
I feel dizzy, head spinning. You're right. I'll stay back.
I told you so, Ryan.
Melia, you try now. Whatever you do, don't fall off.
I'm fine where I am, thank you. And kindly stop messing around.
Oh, come on. I was only playing.
Next up, still an Alchemoth, the Forefathers.
Fiora! Fiora!
What is it, Riki?
What this thing, Fiora? Riki think, wow! Riki like it!
This is a statue made to look like the high Entia Forefathers. Melia told us, remember?
Forefathers were important?
Very. They're said to be the founders of Melia's family line.
So Melia's great-grandpappy-punts?
That's right. They are credited with bringing civilization to Bionis.
Melia's relatives very clever. Riki think it cool.
Why don't you let her know that? I'm sure she'd appreciate it.
Fiora, Riki want to be king.
A king, huh? Sounds like a lot of fun. Alright, if you get to be king, what will you do?
Make weapons! Fight Dino Beast!
A force to fight the Telethia. That's quite ambitious, Riki.
Riki want to help everyone and stop Dino Beast at the same time.
Don't forget me and your squad.
Fiora want to hear Riki's idea for weapon?
Ooh, tell me, Riki.
Riki put Dino Beast's favorite food on ground. When Dino Beasts come to eat, Riki spring big trap to catch them. Riki put lever and ground collapse to make Dino Beast fall into hole. Then throws sand on Dino Beast to bury it.
That's your plan?
Yes, Fiora not like Riki's plan.
Well, it's not that I don't like it. But how about you leave the trap building to Shulk? A king should think more about his kingly duties.
Fiora right, Riki need to be good king.
If the Telethia were that stupid, nobody would be scared of them.
Riki's been watching a bit too much Looney Tunes. Also, hi, Telethia! Did you hear we were talking about you? Yeah, you probably didn't like it, huh? God, it's crazy that just a couple episodes ago, I was over here grinding these enemies out to get experience. Now we're such a high level they don't even want to fight us anymore.
Give up free money!
Are you sure that's a good idea? Isn't it better if people work to earn money?
Not everyone, just people who have injuries and old people.
Oh, I see what you mean. Help those who need it. I thought you were saying people wouldn't need to work at all.
Fiora bad home. Riki has been alive for a long time. Riki know better than that.
I'm sorry, Riki. I know your family depends on you to bring home the pollen.
Riki want to be richer than bird people and be good daddy pun.
That's a nice goal, Riki. I'm sure you can do it.
Poor father, like Riki.
No, Riki, I said forefathers. I'm sure he wasn't poor like you.
Fiora, sure?
Fairly sure. They're the founders of Melia's family line.
So that means Melia's great-grandpappy-punts?
Yes, exactly. They're even credited with bringing civilization to Bionis. What's wrong?
Forefathers really that special?
What do you mean?
Riki see Dino Beast.
What? When you look at the statue?
Statue look like old bird people king. Look like Dino Beast king too.
And then you're seeing something I can't, Riki.
Riki have special seeing powers? Thank you, Fiora.
I wasn't complimenting you, but you're welcome.
Riki want to meet Statue Man.
That would be amazing. Imagine all the things you could ask him.
Riki think old bird people were very, very big.
Melia said something similar, but it could all be legend. Anyway, I doubt they were quite as big as the statue.
Riki very jealous.
Jealous? Why? Because of their size. You're a great size, Riki. I bet it's not all roses being big. Think about your little pond growing to be giants.
But that's so bad, Fiora. Riki's scared just thinking about it. Then one crush whole of village.
And you wouldn't be so cute and cuddly.
Fiora, hello?
Sorry, drifted out there. Anyway, I wonder where the others are. Over in the Hyentia tomb with Shulk and Melia, hopes and plans. Am I really to be the last ruler of the High Entia?
Melia,
In fact, even calling me the ruler is a bit of a joke. I'm the Empress of a city of one.
You were the only one with Hom's heritage. Reach out to the remaining High Entia. Rebuild the city together.
Do you think it's possible?
Of course. I'll help you out. You'll be fine. I know it. No one's tougher than you, Melia.
No challenge seems beyond reach when you talk about it. And when I look into your eyes, I feel so sure about myself.
You do? Well, thanks.
Shulk, when Alchemoth is rebuilt, I have a personal mission.
Really? What are you gonna do?
I want to see if I can find any relatives of my mother. My real mother, that is.
You mean the second consort? She was your birth mother, right?
Yes. I only have a few memories of our time spent at the Imperial Villa.
Then we could look together.
You'll look for them with me. Are you sure? I mean, I don't want to pressure you.
You don't even have to ask. I'd love to meet your family.
It might take some time to track them down.
Then let's ask Fiora and Ryan. The four of us can go. Then we'll be sure to find them.
Well, okay, Shulk. Another adventure with my friends. It would be most enjoyable.
We'll always be your friends, even after you return home.
I'm glad. Thank you, Shulk. You're a good friend.
Oh, that's so sweet. The heart of the matter. I'm not surprised we're getting achievements for doing all of this.
Easier said than done. Rebuilding Alchemoth is nonsense. It's completely impossible.
Sorry, Melia. I might have seemed a bit too eager there. But I don't want you to give up.
I understand what you're saying, but I can't, Shulk.
Is that really how you feel?
Yes.
But that isn't you. The Melia I know has a lot more confidence in herself than that.
How can I be confident myself? I failed to save those close to me. I let them die. You think someone like that can rebuild an entire city?
So, what? You're just going to forget you're even a High Entia? Live the rest of your life as a Holmes?
No, I will not do that.
Whatever you're going to do, you don't have to rush your decision. Take some time. Think about it. I'll be here, ready to listen, whatever choice you make.
I don't know the path I will take. I need time to think. However, I will tell you as soon as I know.
I'll look forward to it. No hurry, though.
Thank you, Shulk. Well, not exactly. I am resolved in my decision to ascend the throne.
Then what's wrong? You'll be a great ruler.
But what about those I let down? All those close to me I lost. How can I, a failure to all my people, rebuild an entire city?
If anyone could rally the people again, it's you, Melia. It'll take time and a lot of effort, but if you build it, they will come.
Shulk, I just remembered Juju is helping to reconstruct Colony 6.
Yeah, you could learn a few tips from him. You'll get Alchemoth back on its feet before you know it.
Thank you so much, Shulk. It's settled. I should begin as soon as our current mission is over. I can't ask that of you. It might take some time to track them down. I'll go alone.
Why? Two of us could find them in half the time.
You should be with Fiora. She's still not completely well. It's the right thing to do.
But what about your mother's relatives?
I'll find them. Don't worry about me. Thank you, Shulk.
Okay, whatever you say, Melia. But remember this. When you go back to Alchemoth, I'll still be your friend. Anytime you need me, just let me know. I'll be there for you, Melia.
I will, Shulk. Thank you for everything.
In Ose Tower. In Ose Tower. I did not plan that. Oh my god. Dun dun. Riki not like here. Riki go brrr inside and outside.
Yes, it's bitterly cold.
No, Dunban not right. Riki means something different.
Well, what then? Tell me.
Riki's instinct tell him. Ghosts are here. Ghosts come out to fight Riki. Heropon kapow you away.
Who exactly are you ranting on at, Riki?
Dunban must leave now. Not safe here.
I do sense something strange in the air. It's not right somehow. Maybe you are onto something.
Dunban know what ghost is?
I am going to tell you a story, Riki. But first a question. Do you know anything about the Monado expedition team?
Elvis told Riki some information. Shulk was one of team members. Riki was very surprised.
That's right. 14 years ago, the team set out to try to find the Monado. They found it here in these ruins, but only one of them came home. That was Shulk.
Shulk's Daddy Pond and Mummy Pond not come home?
No, they did not make it back. Perhaps the Monado rejected them. Or perhaps...
When Riki come here, Riki feel different. Riki sometimes hear voice worried about Shulk.
Is that so? You've got an instinct for this. I didn't hear a thing.
Here is special place to Shulk. Riki remember that and not kapow ghost.
I almost wish this one was with Shulk and Riki, because Shulk would be able to know that, like, the spirits of his parents could be here and possibly talk to them through Riki. That would actually be a really cool thing to see. Or terrifying. Actually, knowing Shulk, he probably doesn't believe in spirits, so it would probably be insulting for him. But as someone who does believe in spirits, I think that would be cool.
Oh no, are you alright, Riki? You were looking a bit under the weather.
Riki going to die!
You're not going to die, Riki. I'll bring Charla and have her take a look at you.
Riki want to eat blobby soup.
I can't say I've heard of it. What is it exactly?
When Riki have cold, Oka make special soup. She add 50 vitamins into soup and make it look like a big blob.
I see. Sounds delicious, Riki. A healthy, nutrient-rich soup is a very good idea.
Yes, Riki want Oka soup.
Fiora used to make me soup whenever I had a cold as well. I'd eat it up and be right as rain in no time.
Dunban make Riki soup.
What? Me? Make you soup?
Riki need help me soup. Dunban can make me a veg soup.
I'm possibly the worst cook on Bionis, apart from Rhyme. And it would take me a while to find all the ingredients.
Riki want tasty soup, Dunban. Dunban should learn to make own soup and not always as Fiora.
Perhaps you are right. I'll think it over, Riki. Still, no soup for Riki today, so you'll just have to buck up.
Riki's still not well. But Riki wait for next time to eat Dunban's delicious dinner. Riki want to eat Fiora's soup. Riki want to try home special soup for sick people.
It's not anything special, Riki. It's very plain, in fact. It has no taste, no color. Eating it when you have no appetite feels like a punishment.
That sounds like blobby soup. It helps you get better from cold, but tastes like Napa nightmare. And Oka get angry when Riki not eat it all up.
Fiora's the same way with me. You just have to force it down.
Riki and Dunban same. Yay! Riki like being like Dunban. Thank you, Dunban. Riki die happy not fun.
Riki, are you right? Stay with me! Riki!
Riki feels scary!
Huh, that doesn't sound like the Heropon Riki I know.
Heropon Riki brave. Riki beat Dino Beast.
Riki, do you know anything about the Monado expedition team?
Elvis told Riki a small bit about it. Shulk was one on team. Riki not know before.
That's right. 14 years ago, the team set out to try to find the Monado. They found it here in these ruins, but only one of them came home. That was Shulk.
What about other team members?
They were found dead by the entrance to the ruins. I heard about it from Dixon, who found Shulk at the time. The bodies had no external wounds, but they looked starved. Perhaps the Monado rejected them. Or perhaps...
Riki, no! Ghosts are here! Riki want to go home now.
Relax, Riki. There's nothing here. The ghosts are all in your mind.
Now, on the fallen arm, in Lenada's room, there's a heart-to-heart with Fiora and Dunban, a family of 2.
Hey, Fiora. Can a big brother ask his little sister a question?
Sure, Dunban. What is it?
Has that body of yours really healed? Since you had that checkup, you haven't said a word about it.
Don't be silly. I'm clearly much better now.
It does look that way. But you're like me. You'll put up with anything and keep silent. So I'm saying you don't have to. If you're in pain, be honest with me.
You caught me.
I knew it. So, tell me about it.
I'm alright at the moment. I can't feel any pain. But I can't hold out forever.
So your body is giving up. Did you talk to Shulk or any of the others about this?
I haven't told anyone else yet. How can I? I couldn't stand it if they were worrying about me.
I can see what you mean. I know how it feels. It wasn't long ago that I was out of action.
There's more to it than that.
What's this all of a sudden? I mean, you know better than anyone what state I was in.
Yes, but this is a completely different situation.
Fiora,
Do you realize what's happening to me? I'll never get to grow old with the ones I love. This body could stop functioning next year, or next week, or anytime for all I know.
I'm sorry. I guess I overstepped the mark a bit. But I still think you'll feel better if you talk about all this.
No, I won't, Dunban. Wait, are you making me angry on purpose?
I'm not good with words. I never say the right thing. That's why I figured making you blurt it out is the easiest way.
You know, I'm sorry I was so rude to you just now. You're right. I do feel a little better getting it off my chest.
Good. That's what I hoped. When you feel it bottling up, you can use me to sound off. I'll be your own personal punching bag.
Then you'd better be ready. I think I have a lot to say. Thanks, Dunban.
I relate to that a lot. I am someone who has always ignored pain and ignored, like, problems I've had. And part of it was because I don't want to be a burden. A lot of it was also just growing up. I didn't really feel safe enough to do that. So I'm glad to see Fiora has family that will listen to her.
It's awful, isn't it?
Yeah, I hated not being able to make my body move how I wanted.
Then you have some idea of what I'm going through.
Indeed. But that doesn't mean I could ever understand exactly how you feel. To do that, I'd have to be you.
What? Even I can't really answer that one. All I know is I won't ever want to just treat me normally.
And we will, Fiora. But stop trying to hide all this from everyone. They'll find out soon enough.
When the time comes, I'll tell them. I have to.
It's the right thing to do, and I'll be behind you all the way. It doesn't matter how they react. You'll be fine. I guarantee it.
As much as it frightens me, I know you're probably right. Thank you, Dunban.
I'm not hiding anything.
This is me, your big brother. Do you think I wouldn't notice?
I'm really not lying, Dunban. Don't worry so much.
Are you absolutely sure there's nothing you want to tell me?
Yes, I feel fine.
Well, if you say so, I believe you. But let me say this one thing.
Go ahead.
Burying the pain deep inside you will never free you from its chains.
You say that, but sometimes there's just nothing else you can do, you know?
I wish I could do more to help you, Fiora.
I know you do. I'm sorry I'm not being more open with you, but someday I will be.
Take all the time you need. There's no use in forcing yourself to talk if you don't want to.
Thanks. And again, I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize. You've done nothing wrong.
I know, but
we're family. We always stick together.
You're right. You're always there for me, Dunban. Thanks. I know that.
I'm glad you're looking out for me, Dunban.
Of course I'm looking out for you. If I failed in my brotherly duties, I wouldn't be much of a big brother.
I just don't like seeming too needy. I think you're the only one I could talk about this with.
Even Shulk? I suppose I can see why, but if you pluck up the courage and talk to him, I know he'll be okay. He's Shulk. He's generally quite predictable.
I know. He'll be as sweet as he always is. That's one of the things I like most about him. Do you like Shulk, Dunban?
Yes, I do, but enough of this soppy chit-chat. You need to get your energy up and your confidence back. Now, let's go find our friends.
Okay. I'm so happy you're my big brother. You know that, right? Oh, this looks cool at night. Next up, we have Overcoming the Pain. Fiora, can I talk to you about something? Shulk told me you remember being inside that mechon. Is it true? Yes, I remember it all too well. Someone else was controlling my body, but I was conscious. I could see, hear, and smell. Then, do you know what that metal-faced mechon did to me? He killed your father. Yes, and when my father died, I realized something. He loved me dearly, but I found that out much too late. And you regret that? I would be lying if I said no. But I still have not come to terms with all that has happened. I do not know how I truly feel. I can imagine it must be very tough. It is. At the time, all I could think about was killing that mechon. And you don't feel that way now? I cannot say for certain. Sometimes I feel myself becoming enraged when I recall that day. But the rage is not as potent as it was then. That's probably for the best. I suppose so. Before, vengeance was all I could think of. But I realized it would lead to nothing good. What changed? It was something Shulk said to me. And what he did, too. Shulk risked his own life to stop Dunban from killing him. Shulk stopped Dunban, but Dunban's bigger and stronger. Shulk is growing day by day. You'll notice that soon enough. And that's why you realized killing Momkar was wrong. Yes, and the others realized too. Shulk changed us all. Shulk can have a powerful effect on people. Melia, can we make the pact? I want us to keep sharing all these things we don't know. That is a lovely idea. Ask me anything, and I will ask you anything as well. Thanks, Melia. Hanging out will be fun.
I genuinely love seeing the heart-to-hearts between these two. You can tell they are really good friends.
How come? How can I put this? It was seeing that madman die that opened my eyes to it all. Why? What went through your head the moment Momkar died? Up until that very second, I was filled with rage. Then I changed. Suddenly I felt pity for him. You felt sorry for him. He was driven by his obsession with Monado. To be more precise, it stemmed from his jealousy of Dunban. He sacrificed his body and mind, and it eventually led to his death. You believe he was jealous of Dunban? I never knew such much about Momkar, or how they even knew each other. Something must have happened for that guy to change so much. I do not think anyone remains who can answer all these questions. That in itself is what made me realize. Nothing good can come from revenge. I agree, and you know, even if it's still difficult to come to terms with, you've made a start. And I'm glad I have. In some twisted way, I have a man's death to thank for it. Fiora, thank you for listening to me. Don't thank me. I learned more from you than you did from me. And I like talking with you anyway. Thanks, Melia. Why tell me this now? I do not know. But I am unsure how I should deal with these emotions. Why not look inside yourself? Dunban always tells me that. Search your own feelings first. That is sage advice. I hope it will help you find the answer I'm looking for. I hope so too, Melia. And you know what? You probably already have the answer. You just don't know it yet. I might already have the answer. Has that helped at all? Yes, I simply needed to push in the right direction. Thank you. If you don't mind me telling me, I'd love to know what you'd figured out. I do not mind at all. This is what I realized. I must never let anyone experience the pain that I have. The pain of losing a parent. Not just that. I wish to build a world free of war, where no one must risk their lives. That's very ambitious, Melia. Do you really think you can do it? It will not be easy, and I cannot do it alone. But I will be Alchemost's next ruler. If I do not take up this challenge, who will? You're amazing, Melia. You don't shy from anything. And if you need any help, I'll be there in an instant. We're friends. I'll be there for you. Thank you. Your words give me confidence. Leave it to little old Fiora. And don't worry, I'll drag Shulk and Ryan along to help as well. I expect you need more time. Yes, I sense that the answer is trapped somewhere inside me. I hate it when that happens. But I feel I may be close to figuring it out. I know the feeling, like it's on the tip of your tongue, right? But you can't force it. You'll never find it that way. You speak with wisdom, Fiora. I agreed. The answer will come to me on its own. All I need is patience. That's the spirit. Thank you, Fiora. You have reassured me a great deal. Would you mind if I continue to confide in you from now on? You don't even need to ask. It'd be my pleasure, Melia.
Oh boy, we've only got 3 more heart-to-hearts left. A nighttime chat. Sorry to drag you away at a time like this.
It's okay. What did you want to talk about?
I didn't want to say this earlier, but until I met you, I thought Melia was the one for him.
For who? Are you talking about Shulk?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to meddle. I'm just an onlooker. I don't really mind which one of you gets the guy.
Thanks, I think.
I know that you're a big deal to the boys, so don't worry. Lately, that's been clear as can be.
Lately? You mean after he found me?
Yeah, since you came back. I mean, Shulk looked out for everyone like the good guy he is. But he's definitely changed since you joined us.
I don't think he's changed.
That makes sense. You didn't see him until after you met up again.
I know, but do you really think Shulk has changed that much?
I don't mean it in a bad way. He's still basically the same guy.
Well, that's a relief. So he never stopped being kind and sweet.
Not for a second. But that's not what I mean. It's subtle, but he's stronger now. I think it's because he knows he has to protect you from now on.
That's reassuring. I'm glad he hasn't changed too much, though. I would hate for Shulk to stop being Shulk.
Maybe he tried really hard to stop himself from changing.
That doesn't sound very practical.
I meant, like, subconsciously. Maybe part of him really wanted to keep hold of who he was.
You could well be right. Shulk's a kind enough person that deep down, he'd want to stay kind. Thanks for telling me about all this, Charla.
Don't worry. No thanks needed. Just hang in there, okay?
I'm genuinely surprised we actually got a heart-to-heart in which Charla acknowledges that, yeah, she was rooting for Melia at one point.
I love how I'm saying that as Charlotte's tracking goes absolutely bonkers and she's just running around like a moron. Come on, Charlotte! You're out of the mood!
He has? How do you mean?
He doesn't seem so grimly determined.
Grim anything doesn't sound like Shulk to me.
He might not have even noticed the change himself. But I did. Dunban did. Riki might have done?
But not Melia and Ryan.
They saw him differently. Ryan's been going through almost the same thing as Shulk. And Melia...
Melia what? What are you going to say? You'll have to talk to her if you want to find that out. I shouldn't be the one to tell you. Fair enough. But I'd still be happy to see either of you get together with Shulk. That's kind of you, Sharla. Wish me luck. Oh no! Something up, Fiora? Yes, something's definitely up. You see what my body's like now. Why would he pick me over Melia? Talk to me, Fiora. I'm a girl too, so I can relate. You can? Yes, and I want you to remember something. None of us looked at you as someone who needs our pity or anything. How can you speak for everyone? Because I see it in their eyes, especially Shulk's. He deeply regrets that he couldn't stop this happening to you. But his feelings for you are still clear as day. I'm sorry. That might make you worry that you're a burden to him. But you needed to know that. To know how he feels about you. I didn't realize any of this. I was convinced everyone just felt sorry for me, including him. I know you all care about me a lot. I guess I was just reading a bit wrong. Well, it's hard for me to know for sure what anyone else is thinking. Or what you're thinking about, or what they're thinking. Even so, listening to what you say makes me feel I was mistaken. Probably, but who can blame you for trusting what's in your heart? You're right. Thank you, Sharla. And if I ever look like I haven't understood something like this, be sure to let me know. No, you can't. Maybe that was a bit of a strong statement on my part. No, it's fine. Just don't pity me or anything. I won't. I would never feel sorry for you. Wait, no, that came out wrong. Sharla, where are you going with this? I don't look at you and think you're someone that needs pity. But I care about you a lot, and I do worry about you. About your new body and how things are going with Shulk. You probably think I should learn to mind my own business. Don't be silly. I don't think that. You're so nice to me, Sharla. Here I am complaining, and you're just worried I'm okay. It is who I am. I'm glad I got to tell you about it. And sorry that I pulled you away from you-know-who. That's okay. I enjoyed chatting to you. We should do it more often. And now for the last two heart-to-hearts. Fiora's body. Hey, Fiora. I wanted to ask you something. What is it, Sharla? Ask away. Your new body. It's not malfunctioning, is it? What? It's just, you don't look like you're doing so well. Sorry, is it that obvious? I knew it. So you are experiencing some malfunctions. I didn't mention before, but Lanada is teaching me Machina anatomy. Why do you need to know that? Because when this is all over, I'm going to quit the Defense Force and become a doctor. People are returning to Colony 6. They'll need a doctor. Wow, that's amazing. I know that without Main Espinado, your energy is depleted. You only have a small reserve left now. Apparently so. How can you be so laid back about all this? You should be back in Lanada's infirmary, not here doing this. You're right. I should go. Good. I'm glad you agree. But I won't, Sharla. I'm grateful for your concern, but I can't leave now. You have to, Fiora. I've made up my mind. I will fight to the end, and when the end comes, I'll be with Shulk. Fiora! Charlotte, please. This is my decision. Well, I can't argue with that, but I haven't given up hope, okay? I'll do everything in my power to make you right again. I promise, Fiora. I know you will. Thank you, Sharla, for everything. I'm doing great. Don't worry. Come on now, Fiora. Sure you're not hiding anything from me? I know a little about this, you know. Lanada gave me a great book on Machina and anatomical circuitry. Why would you need that? I'm studying to become a doctor. I'll have to leave the Defense Force, but it's what I want to do. More and more people are returning to Colony 6. They'll need a doctor.
You definitely fit the bill.
The truth is, I figured something out recently. It was Melia who kept your cardiopulmonary functions going. Am I right?
Yes, Melia gave me strength. I guess you found out my secret.
Why did you say something? Wait, no need to answer that. I know you hate worrying people.
Sorry, Charla. I really didn't want to cause a fuss.
I know exactly how you feel. But that doesn't mean you should hide important things like that.
All I want is to be with Shulk and the rest of you. I couldn't bear to be alone. What if I leave everyone to go and rest, and something happens? This might be my last chance to be with you all. I'm scared, Charla.
Fiora, you can't think like that.
When the time is right, I'll tell everybody.
From now, I don't want you to tell a soul, Charla. Alright, I won't tell anyone. But you have to promise me not to give up hope. We will find a way to help you, Fiora. Whatever it takes. I swear, we'll never give up on you.
Charla, I don't know what to say. No, I'm fine without her. So there's no need to make such a fuss over me.
Fiora, do you want me to get angry?
No, of course not.
Right, I can't force you to talk, and I understand your feelings. But you can shut up and listen, and if you don't like it, so be it. Whatever happens to us, we will not let you die, Fiora. Never give up hope. You will be well again, Fiora.
Charla.
Just remember that.
I will. Thank you, Charla. No, I'm fine here.
Listen to me, Fiora. If you don't get treatment now, you might not make it.
I'm sorry, Charla. I don't want to make you worry like this. But I can't go back. I can't.
You're throwing your life away.
But I can't leave Shulk. Not now. If this body stops working, and he's not by my side.
Fiora! That's my decision, Charla. Stupid or otherwise. It's not as if I don't understand how you're feeling. But you can't give up hope that someday we can fix you. Promise me you won't give up. I will save you, Fiora.
Don't worry, Charla. I don't intend to give up.
Last heart to heart for our adventure. Kind words.
Melia, shut up! Shut up, Melia! Oh, Riki, it's you. Why are you looking at me like that? Do not be worried. Melia! Melia, have frowny frown face!
You've seen right through me. I was thinking about my father and brother. It still hurts.
Melia's daddy pon great birdman and brother pon too. Riki liked very much.
You did you? That is sweet of you, Riki.
I am proud of them too,
as a daughter and a sister. I remember them both fondly. Something wrong, Riki?
Riki very sad he failed at help Melia's family. Big Heropon failure.
That is simply not true. This is not like you, Riki. Where is that famous Heropon spirit I know so well?
It get lost. Maybe Riki drop it somewhere.
You should not let this bother you to such an extent. Life is all about learning to come to terms with things, as I have with the passing of my father and brother.
Melia strong bird lady. Riki want to be like Melia.
Glad to have my Heropon back. I was wondering where he'd gone.
Riki stop moaning from now. Riki be there for Melia's warrior and friend.
And I appreciate it, Riki. Thank you.
Arguably. Maybe Riki pass Heropon title to Oka now.
So Oka is next in line to be Heropon.
Sorry, Riki.
I spoke out of turn. You are not to blame.
What Melia mean?
The title of Heropon has been difficult to live up to. But I know you put your heart into being the Heropon, Riki.
But Riki not save Melia's family.
But you have saved me more than once. Be proud of your achievements. I think you're a great warrior.
Melia say such nice things. Riki thank Melia. Riki try harder from now. Riki don't want Melia to be sad again.
That's the Riki I remember. Thank you, Riki. You are sweet. I do not know what you mean. I am feeling positively ebullient. Now, let us return to the others.
Riki think Melia lying.
What makes you think that?
Riki like Melia very much, and Riki know Melia very much. Melia not hide from Riki.
I suppose, but you still seem far too confident about this.
When Riki still little born, Chief Dunga teach Riki important lesson. Lie to self and heart get heavy. If Melia lie to herself lots and lots, heart get too heavy for body. Then Melia is big useless lump.
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you for sharing your people's wisdoms with me, Riki.
So Melia will talk to Riki about her feelings?
I would love to do so freely, but it is never that simple. A person in my position has certain constraints set upon them.
Person in princess position?
Exactly. I was brought up a certain way and in a particular environment. So, I need time, Riki. Time to learn how to live with more freedom than I am used to.
Melia looks small bit better now.
Each second I'm with you makes my heart feel lighter and lighter.
Really say nice things about Riki. Riki very happy.
As am I, Riki. As am I. I must simply live with that.
Melia don't listen. Big lump. That is bad thing.
No, I understand you well, Riki. I hear your words. But someone in my position is not afforded such luxuries.
Oh no. Then Melia one day gets squished by her own heart.
Do not worry, Riki. I have you here to keep that from happening. You can carry my heart for me.
Okay. Riki will help Melia carry a heart and look after Melia in battle too. Heropon to the rescue.
You are very sweet. Thank you, Riki. Oh boy! I'm surprised we haven't gotten an achievement for doing every heart to heart. Really? There's no achievement for every heart to heart? Wait, yeah. Pour your heart out in every possible heart to heart. There is. How come I didn't get that? Hold on, what? Hi, I'm interjecting this footage last minute because, while I was editing this video, I realized I actually forgot a heart to heart. Don't know how I did that considering the fact that I even acknowledged that I didn't get the achievement for doing all the heart to hearts, but here we are, so let's do that final heart to heart, shall we? For realsies. Journey's End. Also, I apologize that my audio is a little bit off. I'm trying to be a bit quieter considering the fact that my boyfriend is sleeping right next to me.
Hey, Riki, I gotta confess something to ya.
Right obsessed with Riki?
Not obsessed, confess! It's just I didn't think you'd get this far.
What do I mean?
I just figured you'd give up and head back to the village.
Riki don't want to go home. Riki want to see Oka and her little bunny village. Riki want politics and Riki want them now.
Sounds like you'd rather eat cake than see your family, Riki.
No, Riki think family most important. But Riki is Heropon, so fight till battle ends.
Huh, they're right. You got a pretty big family. I'm almost jealous of you, Riki.
Why I'm jealous?
I ain't got any family left. When I go home, no one's there waiting. You must be the happiest bloke on Boy Honest, Riki.
Shut up, Ryan. Riki want Ryan to start own happy family.
Easy said than done, man.
Riki think it easy. Get married, start family. Ryan think too hard sometimes.
So you reckon I should stop thinking about it so much?
Riki want to marry Oka, so Riki tell her marry Riki. Oka was so angry she slapped Riki. But then she agreed and Riki and Oka have family.
So you think if I get a girl to marry me, I'm all set? I hate to agree with you, but that sounds like a good idea.
Ryan agree with Riki. Riki help Ryan get married to other hum-hum.
Cheers, man. Gonna have to find me a nice girl first, though.
But why don't you have nice girl?
Wait, you don't mean... Well, maybe, but this ain't the type of place. When we're all home free, I hope she doesn't turn me down.
Something tells me she won't, Ryan. Something tells me she won't. Also, I apologize that my armor is a little bit different. I'm technically recording this after I've beaten the game. I just don't realize that's not the last heart-to-heart. Hang on. There's no way. I could have sworn that was the last one.
Ryan mean come home. If Riki go home now, with his friends cook Riki on grill.
Wow, serious?
Riki never serious, haha. But Riki do sometimes want to go back to family and village.
Yeah, I miss home too, and the little ones probably miss you a lot.
Ryan not leave friends though.
Why not? You're just being too stubborn to admit defeat.
Riki not stubborn, Ryan that's the home.
Oi, calm down, Riki. I'm sorry. We've been dragging you around getting in all sorts of trouble. I kinda felt a little guilty, that's all.
Ryan worried for Riki? Riki love to travel with friends, no regrets. Riki not like every day, but tomorrow always different.
You know who's next though? Dixon. He's not going down easily. Things might get messy, Riki. You ready for that? Cause if not, get rotten, fuzzball.
Riki ready like Ryan ready. Dixon fall like leaf from tree.
That's not what I meant. Think about your family, Riki. What happens if you get hurt? Your family will have no dad.
Ryan talk funny to Riki. Riki's so different than before. Or Ryan's so different than before. Riki think the sky will fall of friends. It's next.
What's going into you? I talk like this all the time. I know about this stuff. I lost my mom and dad ages ago. I was young like your kids, so I know how they feel. Make sure you survive, Riki.
Yes, Ryan. Riki understand Ryan's words. Heropon Riki will not fall because...
Riki is Heropon. Heard it all before, man.
Ryan, right. Good memory, Ryan.
Because Riki is Heropon.
Ryan, right. Good memory, Ryan.
Your catchphrases are stuck in my head. Can't help it. They usually have Heropon in them, so they're easy to remember.
Me. Ryan shut big fat hole. Ryan say silly sayings all the time.
Alright, little fella. Let's agree to disagree, eh? It's hard to admit, but it's been kind of fun having you around. Though I never would have thought you'd make it as far as this.
Ryan's so different. Sound like he uses his brain. This guy going to follow Riki's head.
Oi, where'd that come from? I say clever things all the time. Anyway, I'm just telling it like it is. I figured some silly Heropon was never gonna cut the mustard.
Riki never really think he'll leave and go home. Riki think like this. When Riki rides Terex, never jump off before Terex land.
The heck is a Terex? You say the weirdest things. Well, anywho, I have to say thank you. After we mob up the bad guys, you and the missus can visit me.
Riki look forward to it. Riki want to go fishing at Brian's favorite spot, the colony. Ryan thinks so. Riki so used to family that he forget Ryan not have one.
Sounds like a typical Riki reply.
Riki don't forget feeling at home. Riki feel good going home. What do I mean?
Yeah, that's what I want. I used to take it for granted, spending time with mom and dad. It wasn't until after they were gone I finally realized what I had.
So Ryan went to start family too?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Not right now though. I've learned a lot from this trip, but I still have loads to learn. I gotta get stronger in more ways than one.
Ryan's so different. Sound like he uses his brain. This guy going to fall on Riki's head.
Listen, you. I come up with loads of good ideas. But anyway, enough arguing. I'm glad we got to chat. I almost enjoyed myself. Cheers, Riki.
Okay, so this is actually really dumb. Once again, I'm recording all of this after I've finished the LP. I'm just going back to make sure I do my due diligence. I know this video has already been long enough. Trust me, I haven't even finished editing the video as I'm recording this. and I'm already at like an hour and a half. But if you look at my list of heart-to-hearts, and I think you can probably tell why in the initial recording I assumed I had everything done. If I go in the can view list, it shows I have no heart-to-hearts to look at. But if you look on the map, I have a heart-to-heart to do. Now I feel like I actually have to go and check every single area that has heart-to-hearts and double check. This is insane, man! How are you supposed to figure this stuff out? At this point, I don't even know how many I am missing. And I already spent almost 3 hours recording in this episode like a couple weeks ago in order to get this done. This is insane! Alright, well, next heart-to-heart on the list. God, I feel like this is never going to end. Overlooking the colony.
What's up, Shola?
I look at the colony, and all I can think of is how things used to be.
Back when you lived in Colony 6, you mean? Before all this happened.
Yeah. I think about what Colony 6 was like back then. And then I remember the state it's in now. And it breaks my heart.
You wanna go back there? If you went back, you could help out with the reconstruction.
Yeah, about that, Ryan. We kind of already completed that. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about it. But I can't. Not right now.
Why not? All the survivors from the camp would love to see you again.
I just feel like it's not time yet. We still have battles to fight. How can I even think about going home and living a peaceful life?
Don't be so hard on yourself. Everyone deserves a break sometimes, you especially. Otherwise, you'll keel over from all the stress.
God, I haven't heard that my boyfriend say this to me before. You're right, of course. I can't do everything on my own.
Now you're getting it. What would you do without me?
You do make me smile, Ryan. I have to know. Would you be angry right now if I hadn't agreed with you?
Of course I'd be angry. We're friends, aren't we?
Oh, I see. You'd be angry. As a friend.
I'll be, well, not just because we're fans. Why are you laughing?
Oh, no reason. I never stay sad when I'm around you. I'm glad I met you, Ryan.
That one went over my head, but whatever. I'm happy too.
That's still not all of them, man. Which ones am I missing?
You're overthinking it. You know, if you think too hard, the brain can start working.
You sound like this has happened to you a lot, Ryan.
Once or twice, I used to think a lot, once upon a time. But then I learned that I like doing stuff better than thinking about it. Maybe it's just because I'm stupid, but it feels more natural that way.
Well, I'm not gonna argue with you. I can't quite see you as a deep thinker. Now, Ryan, the man of action. That's you all over.
Right? So after that, I stopped worrying about stuff. It's easier that way.
I wish I could be like you, Ryan. I'm always worrying.
That's why I'm here, Charlotte. While you're busy worrying, I could be your hands and your feet. So you don't have to lift a finger.
That's sweet, Ryan. Maybe I'll take you up on the offer sometime. Just remember, you have to be prepared to do the tough jobs.
Don't have to tell me twice. You leave everything to me.
I can never stay sad for long when you're around, Ryan. When we get back to Colony 6, you and me will get stuck in.
It'll all be fine.
Fine? Fine? You think the reconstruction is going to be easy?
It's okay. They don't know you're out here fighting for them.
You listen here, Ryan. If I'm out here fighting, that means I'm not back there helping out.
Let me put it this way. You want to help out with the reconstruction, right? Well, we're fighting so the world can achieve peace. In a way, that means we're reconstructing the entire world.
Ryan,
Think about it. Unless we have peace, there's no point even rebuilding Colony 6. It could all just come crashing down again.
I see your point. It's funny how I never seem to get the simplest of things.
I know why. It's because I think it's all your fault or something. Go to all that guilt and things will be much clearer.
It's true. I do feel guilty. But honestly, I still don't think I'd have figured this out on my own. That's all down to you.
Stick your head in the sand and all you get is sand in your eyes. From now on, don't hold it in. You can talk to me about anything. Treat me like a punching bag. You know, punching bag for talking to.
You're too kind, Ryan. Thanks. I look forward to sparring with you.
Great! There's one thing I can do, is take knocks on the head. It's basically my job.
Wait, are you talking about actual sparring now? Because I'm up for that too.
So?
What are you talking about? This is important.
Is it? Don't get me wrong, it's a bad situation. Get as angry as you want about it. But what good is second guessing yourself supposed to do?
What do you mean, second guessing?
Let me ask you this. Whose idea was it for you to tag along with me and choke?
Mine, I guess.
So why'd you give yourself a break and concentrate on that? There's just not enough time in the day to worry about everything.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. I should concentrate on the road ahead. Right now, my goal is making them pay.
Wait, what? No! Your goal is stopping anyone else from getting hurt, isn't it?
Oh, well, yes, I suppose. But I can't do it on my own. That's why I need your help, Ryan, to protect my friends back home.
You don't even need to ask. We're on the same team. And I don't want to lose anyone either. So let's show them how it's done.
I knew you were going to say that. Ryan, you're something special. You know that, right?
Was it ever in doubt? I'm as special as they come.
You know, I think I may have figured it out as to why these aren't showing up on the list. As of now, every heart-to-heart that I've done post-recording, I know that's weird to say, but again, keep in mind, all of these heart-to-hearts that we have done with the current armor that we're wearing, this is all after I finish the LP. Like, I was so confused as to why these weren't showing up on my list, and I think I figured out why. All of these heart-to-hearts we've done so far have specific story requirements in order for them to show up. So, for example, the last one that we just did with Ryan and Charla, that one requires Colony 6 reconstruction to have started. And the one that we are about to do requires the events at the Ether Mine to have happened. I don't know if there's something in the coding for this game that if those story events have happened, then these heart-to-hearts show up in our heart-to-heart list of things we can view. Because, like, it doesn't even show a not yet viewed or, like, any of them. These heart-to-hearts do not show up on the list. And that's what's so confusing. So with that said, let's do the next one. What visions may bring. Hey, Shulk. What's it like being able to see the future?
It's kind of hard to explain. If I had to describe it, it's like I'm being made to watch a dream.
A dream, huh? That's one strange power.
Tell me, Charla, what do you think of my power?
I wish I had it. If I had your power, maybe I could have saved Colony 6.
Oh, I can see why that would mean a lot to you. You might have been able to save Gatto.
Yeah, but honestly, the more I think about it, the more I realize none of this could have been helped. And your power kept Juju safe. I'll always be grateful for that.
Yeah, but that was a close one. I'm glad we got into him in time. Otherwise, there could have been more of a future where Juju didn't make it.
Thank goodness for your visions. If you have a vision, it means you can save someone's life That's not what I clicked on! And the lowered our affinity. Are you serious? Well, considering the fact that I have not saved before this, I'm just gonna roll with it. This is all B footage anyways. But it doesn't work like that. Some things I can't see. Even if I do see someone dying, I might not be able to stop it. I couldn't stop what happened to Fiora. No, I suppose not. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up bad memories. I could see it, just as it was about to happen. But I was still powerless to save her. I guess I misunderstood. What do you mean? The ability to have these visions, it's not without its consequences. It means you can help people, but it's a heavy burden as well. Yeah. Thank you, Charlotte. I feel better from talking to you. Now I can't see the future, but I'm good at solving problems. I can see. Talk to me about anything, anytime. And that's still not all of them. You can save someone's life. I feel a stronger person when I'm around you. That's kind of you to say. Thank you, Charlotte. But what is it? I can't see everything. Sometimes the visions are quite hazy. And even when I've seen the future, I can't always change it. Are you talking about what happened to Fiora? Yeah. I'm also worried about what's going to happen to Bionis. I've hardly been able to see anything. If my only power wasn't so limited. Don't be so hard on yourself. You've saved us how many times now? Yeah, I guess I have. Thanks, Charlotte. But I still wish I could master my power a bit better. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. I'll support you all the way. I still don't quite believe it. What? All this time? You still don't believe me? No, that's not what I meant at all. What do you mean by that? It's just such an unbelievable thing. Even as I think about it now, I can't fathom how you can do it. Oh, I see what you're saying now. Actually, I kind of feel the same way. Maybe I'll never understand it. Charlotte, if you could have one vision of the future, what would you want to see? Juju getting married. That's what you want to see? Hey, it's my vision and it can be anything I want. Don't you have any brothers or sisters you want to know about? No, I'm an only child. Then you don't know how much I worry about little Juju. If Juju ends up with the wrong girl, I'll be devastated. Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, I'm sorry, that sounds important. I'm very protective of him. Not long after we were born, we lost both our parents. I became like a mother to him. I'm slightly jealous of Juju. I wish I had someone like you looking out for me. How Colony 6 turns out. I can't stop wondering about the day the colony is back to normal. It used to be a fun, bustling place. That's the home I remember, and I want it back the way it was. Charlotte, And not just that. I wonder about who's going to be by my side, enjoying it with me. Charlotte, what were you going to say? Oh, nothing. The point is, I might not have your power, but I'm going to get my home back. And I'll be there to help you. We'll fix it together. Next up, geography lesson. You'll never see a sight like this from Colony 9, right, Dunban? Right. I don't think I've ever get tired of looking at this landscape. I wonder when these rock formations date from. Yeah. You don't sound very interested. Of course I'm interested. I listened to every word. You did. It looked like you were just staring into space. It was about those rock formations and how they looked in the past. Something like that. I guess when I talk about geeky stuff, you're gonna switch off. Me, switch off? I didn't realize I did that. It's not just geeky stuff, it's anything that doesn't interest you. Like the latest fads in the colony. I could ask you, what's the latest superfood everyone's talking about?
and you'd say, "Oh, I know. Chewy radishes. They're the latest healthy ingredient. I saw a line of people queuing up to buy them the other day. It was as long as the Bionis leg." Wow, you really are in the know. Wait, does that mean that the all-knowing Shulk didn't know? Oh, I'm afraid so. I've barely even heard of a chewy radish. You really had no idea, and you thought I was out of the loop. I was kind of betting on you not knowing. You surprised me. Let this be a lesson to you. Studying is all well and good, but there are some things you can't learn from books. Or from conducting ether research and building weapons. You're right. I'll try to bear that in mind from now on.
Still not done. I've done 4 more heart-to-hearts, game.
Oh my god, how many of them are there? Colony 6 next.
Sorry, what was that? Yeah, guess not then. Did you say something? I apologize, Shulk. My mind was elsewhere. I guess if you're not into a topic, you're really not into it. Me? Am I really like that? Yes, you are. Here, let me test you. What part of the Bionis are we on? The thigh, of course. Who do you think you were talking to, Shulk? That much I do know. It's obvious. Oh, I didn't mean to offend you. I could have put that better. No, I'll get over it. These things are interest you a lot, don't they? They always have. Geography, geology, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's just the Bionis is so big. There are all these places and I've not even seen half of them. Can you imagine exploring the Bionis back, for example? No one's ever been there. It's completely uncharted. And I bet the view is better than anywhere else on Bionis. I feel your enthusiasm, Shulk. Your passion is a great thing. I support your implicity in all your endeavors. You can support me as loud as well, you know. I won't mind. The lower leg, of course. Who do you think you're talking to, Shulk? That much I do know. It's obvious. Obvious? You're not even close, Dunban. This is the thigh. It is. Yes, don't you remember? I'm the one that told you that. Then I owe you an apology. I still have my old textbook, Bionis Geography for Beginners. You should read it, from page 1. Yes, sir. But I doubt I'll ever be as knowledgeable as you, Shulk. No idea. Not a clue. See, you don't really care. And why do I have to care? What if Fiora was interested? Would you care then? Well, if Fiora liked something, I suppose I would pay attention. Now I think of it, I don't actually know what it is either. I heard someone mention it once, but I've forgotten it by now. What's that sound? Is it the pot calling the kettle black? Alright, how about this? Instead of me trying to make you care about geography, we could both try and learn about the latest trends instead. It could be fun. I cannot argue with that. You have a deal.
Okay, it actually makes sense that we haven't done this one, because this one you have to get all of Colony 6 rebuilt to do. The Colony Reborn.
So, Charlotte, is this what Colony 6 is supposed to look like?
It's definitely getting there. We've come a long way. A little more work and it'll be perfect.
Really, if you ask me, it's looking good already. Plenty of warm homes and thriving businesses. It's great.
True, we have nearly everything we need. We can't stop here. It has to be a place where everyone can feel safe. Then it'll really feel like Colony 6 again.
A safe haven for everyone, huh? I know what you mean. You've come so far. It would be a tragedy to lose it all again.
Yes, and that's why we have to make it safe. A place where no one will ever be sad or afraid of losing their home.
You will achieve your dream.
How can you be so sure?
Because it's everyone's dream. Everyone here has the same goal. Reconstructing Colony 6 is practically what they live for.
I guess I'm the only one worried. But it's all I think about sometimes. How long peace will last, whether we'll be safe even then.
I can totally understand. What happened here was awful. You'll never forget it. Just like I'll never forget the attack on Colony 9. But this is a chance for a new beginning. I guess if I can't let go of the past, I'll never get over what happened. Exactly. And it'll help if you create as many good memories as you can. Then maybe the bad ones won't seem so bad. Now you mention it, we've had some good times on the road. And I don't intend on forgetting those anytime soon. And, well, there are other good memories I don't plan to forget. Are you talking about the time we spent with Gado? It might sound weird coming from me, but hold on to those memories. In the end, memories of Gado's were only proof that he was there. I'll never forget him. Don't worry. Thank you for everything. I feel like rebuilding the entire world. I know the feeling, but I'll be glad if I can help out even a little bit. Anyway, let's find the others. I can't wait to see the result. It won't be easy. In fact, it could take a very long time. But one day, Colony 6 will be back to the way it used to be. It might not take as long as you think. When peace is restored to Bionis, just wait. People will flock here. I hope so. But what if people still don't want to come back even then? Why would you say that? Say we get the colony working. No one can forget that this place was reduced to rubble in a day. But just look at it. People have already moved here in drones. Oh, that's Shulk, sorry. People have already moved here in drones. And they're all mucking in. It's an exciting place to live, like before. The colony is on the up, Shala. I know, I see it too. But it just doesn't feel like the colony I knew. In more ways than one. They make it into a better colony than the one you knew. Better? Well, I suppose so. Actually, you know what? You're right. Now I was being silly. You'll never forget the past, but you can never bring it back either. And if it was a good place to live, then make it the best place to live. But how do I do that? Can't do it on your own. We'll all help you. Me, Ryan, everyone. We'll do it together. You really think Ryan will chip in? When this is all over, I'll ask him. Be great if he did. Of course he'll help. We all will. And Ryan isn't going to turn down a request by you, Shala. Trust me. Anyway, you want to go and find the others? Yeah, we better hurry. Don't want to make Fiora jealous. Thanks for lending an ear, Shulk. Don't worry about it. I only have to look at the faces of the colony's residents. Everyone is happy here. You really think so? If they really felt unsure about moving here, would they smile? They feel safe and happy here. Who wouldn't? Yeah, you're probably right. If I lived in a place I didn't like, it would just make me sad. Right, so don't worry, Charlotte. Everything's gonna be fine. Me and Ryan are gonna come and visit all the time when this is over. Oh yeah, I guess Ryan will go back to Colony 9, huh? What was that? Did you say something? No, it's nothing important. Hey, let's go and find the others. Okay, I'll be waiting anyway, but I enjoyed our chat, Charlotte. Just look around you. What kind of people do you see? It's not just us Holmes. There are Nobon, Hyentia, and Machina as well. Do you realize what you're creating here? You know, I hadn't even thought about it before. But it's amazing to see this. All the different people of the world living together in peace. It's something special, right? And I realized something else. This colony will become the focal point of Bionis. Here, our colony. I don't doubt it for a second. Colony 6 will be a place where it doesn't matter where you're from. Anyone can come here and make friends, build a family. Can you picture it, Shala? Those who lost their lives will not have died in vain. And people everywhere can look into it as a beacon of hope. You're right, Shulk. We can't afford to lose this hard work. We have to push on. Great. Just don't forget to tell me if you need anything. I will. And don't expect me to give you the easy work.
Next up with Dunban and Fiora, recovery and reflection. It's horrible to think of what the Metcon did to Colony 6.
Yes, the devastation here was far worse than in Colony 9.
There were two things we had that they didn't. Shulk and the Monado.
Yes, none of their defense force was anything to sneeze at. But in the end, the Mechon just overwhelmed them.
It makes me sad. So many lives lost. And Charlotte lost someone so close to her.
Many lives were sacrificed, more than could ever be justified. Even now that I know the reasons behind the Mechon's actions.
Everyone here just wanted to protect the people they loved. They didn't deserve this.
To protect those who we love, we often must sacrifice everything.
It must have been really tough. The Colony 9 attack is so vivid in my mind. I can hear Shulk's screams as the metal-faced Mechon attacked me.
Shulk was a wreck after that. I'd never seen the boy so distraught. I imagine that's how the people of Colony 6 felt.
I made up my mind after that. I decided I'd never endanger myself so thoughtlessly again.
I should hope so too, Fiora. I won't forget his cries, and I don't wish to hear them again.
I'll be more careful in the future. That's my promise to you, Dunban. I won't throw my life away.
I'll hold you to that promise. We'd all miss you too much if you were gone. Me, Shulk, Rhine.
I know. It was a silly thing to do. No matter how tough the battle is, how scary it gets, we all need to stick together.
Yes, it's the only way. Okay, I think it's time we were getting back to the others. They might be getting worried.
After what happened, I bet Shulk is afraid to let me out of his sight. Come on, Dunban. Hurry it up.
I promise you, Fiora, I'll never let you come to such harm again.
But why, Dunban? Why couldn't we have all lived in peace?
Hindsight is a wonderful thing, Fiora, but what's done is done. I, too, wish we could have settled our differences sooner. Unfortunately, it was not to be.
Just think, this stupid war with the Mechon had never happened.
I know. We might have even had better peace than we were striving for. But I'll tell you a secret, Fiora. I think I fit better into the world we're living in now.
Me too, Dunban. The world is a complicated place, with all its war and struggle. But I can't quite imagine life without all that.
Hopefully Colony 6 is free of it now, though. The people here deserve a real home.
Definitely. But you know what that means, right? You and me have to help out. Don't start complaining, Dunban.
Me? Complain? Never. I'll be glad to help out. Just don't overdo it, okay? You have all the heavy lifting to me and Rhine.
I know. Anyway, better not keep Shulk waiting. He'll start to worry. We should say sorry. I mean, we should say something, to the survivors.
What do we say? Sorry we didn't get here in time with our magical sword? How would they take it?
I know, but here we are, alive and well. We barely even helped with the reconstruction. We could give money or food, but I feel like that wouldn't be enough.
There's only so much we can do. Ultimately, the people who live here have to rebuild their lives. And that's up to them.
Is that really how you feel?
It is. I know it's hard not to worry. It's not as if I don't want to help. But don't forget that we have another task ahead of us.
You're right, as always. We need to finish what we're set out to do. That's what matters most.
And don't forget it benefits them as much as us. We're fighting for the entire world.
Dunban, you're so strong. I wish I had your resolve.
It's all a matter of perspective. But I understand why you find it difficult to deal with this. It doesn't mean you truly care.
Thank you. The truth is, my mind is made up. It's my heart that wavers. I'm sorry, Dunban.
What are you apologizing for? You're my sister, and I wouldn't want you to be any other way. I'm glad you're here by my side. It makes me proud.
Ugh, I can't believe you just said all that. How embarrassing. Right, come on. We need to get back. Can't keep Shulk waiting.
Okay, get the message. Come on then.
I guess you're right.
So you see that they have to do this with their own hands. It's an accomplishment that will stay with them forever. If we did it all for them, it wouldn't be the same.
Yes, totally makes sense to me now. You're right, Dunban, my brother. The cleverest homes alive.
I think it's just that I have a few years on you and the others. When you get to be my age, you'll come to the same conclusion.
I don't know about that. I think it's more because of the experiences you've had.
Before my injury, I was fortunate enough to see a lot of Bionis, and I rebuilt our house more than a few times.
I remember. We rebuilt our home, and that's what makes it so special. That feeling of getting back on our feet made me happy and confident.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Sounds like my work here is done. How about we look for the others?
Okay, lots to do, and lots to see as well.
With Dunban and Charla, Dunban's right arm.
Dunban, how's your arm holding up?
You mean this whole thing?
The others told me what happened a year ago at Sword Valley. It must have been very painful.
It hardly even bothers me now. I'm used to this left-handed style now.
Must be tough, though. Only a year ago you were fighting with the Monado. And this is your reward.
Do you think losing the use of one arm is going to hold me back?
You really can't just use your right arm, then? That's a real shame.
I have no regrets. Without the Monado, we would never have repelled the Mechon. I did what anyone would have done.
There you go again, showing off in that special Dunban way.
I wouldn't be in any fit state to be showing off if not for all of you.
Wow, that's some honesty right there. I can't believe I've stripped away so many layers so quickly.
Did I say too much?
No, it was quite sweet actually.
Can I ask you not to tell Ryan about this conversation? If you ever found out, I wouldn't hear the end of it.
Don't worry, my lips are sealed.
Now, I don't need your sympathy.
Well, excuse me for being concerned about your well-being.
I'm sorry, that was rude of me. But I'm fine. I'm sure I've told you I can move it almost perfectly.
I don't think so. In fact, I heard you could barely move it at all.
Looks like the game is up. She doesn't miss a thing.
Tell me the truth. How much can you move your right arm?
A bit.
I knew it. Finally, the truth comes out.
Did you really know all along?
I'm a medic, aren't I? Anyway, at least you still have some movement. It's very positive.
Yes, still have some feeling. Hope it's not lost.
Why not give Lanata to look at it? She might even be able to help you.
I hadn't thought of that.
Well, what are you waiting for? Come on, you and me are heading for Junks.
Right now.
Yep, and I won't hear any of your excuses, Dunban. Hurry up.
This must be what it feels like to be Juju. As well as anyone.
If you think I'm going to believe that, you don't know me at all.
But it's just...
Can't you see I'm trying to help? You don't need to try and shield me from any of this.
Shala,
I've seen all kinds of things during my time on the battlefield. If you think I can't handle the truth, well, you're wrong. So there's no need to try and be all secretive.
I apologize, Shala. I was wrong to doubt you.
Now you just have to remember that in the future.
I'm perfectly fine like this.
No, you're not.
I'm fine because I know it was all for the best. I had no choice. There was no one else able to use the Monado.
Well, I suppose.
I did it because I had to. And I have no regrets.
Dunban, ever the humble hero. I'm sorry for pushing you. I just wanted you to know I care.
I know. Thank you. Your honesty is refreshing, and I really appreciate it.
Man, I never would have thought I'd see Telethia over here. But that's not what we're here for. Renewed determination.
Shoke, you remember that day? You know, the day we set out on this whole adventure?
Yeah, how could I forget?
It's unforgettable, alright? All that stuff happened all at once. No one could have predicted it.
It makes me wonder, though. What if I'd already figured out the Monado before then?
Could have been very different.
I know what happened. But so many people have gone through so much pain. I wish I could have prevented it all.
I know how you feel, but what's all the negativity?
I can't help it. Think of all the people we lost. Too many if you ask me.
You're not wrong. We lost Egil just as we were coming to an understanding.
But don't you get the feeling it was always gonna be that way? He seemed satisfied at the end, like he'd done everything he could.
He gave us all for us, and he gave us hope.
Of course he did. And to think, he had it in for us all. Then he went and saved us.
That shocked me almost as much as you. But that's why we can't give up. So Egil's sacrifice wasn't in vain.
We're gonna win this one, Choke, for Egil. And we won't forget the others who've given their lives. We'll make them proud.
A new future in their name. That's our promise to them. And then no one will ever have to suffer through this again.
I'm right with you, Choke. That's You can't think like that. Even if you'd been able to see the future way back then, who's to say we would have stopped what happened to the colony?
I know, but I can't help thinking about it. Think what we could have done if I'd only understood the Monado.
I suppose. It could have helped a lot, actually. Not just for us. Arms from all the colonies might have been safer.
Exactly. So you see why this is such a big deal to me.
Lighten up. It's in the past.
I know I'm being hard on myself, but I know what I have to do, and nothing's gonna change that. So don't worry.
I'm not worried. In fact, I think you're doing a bang-up job. But you've got to realize that not everything's your fault, man. There's some things even you can't fix.
Huh, I'm not that conceited. I know I can't do everything.
Good to hear. And at least we've had a good reason to come on this big old adventure.
Yeah, so that means no one else has to go through what we did. I can't rely on the Monado for everything. I have to keep going, keep fighting.
That's the spirit, man. What is it Dunban likes to say? We've got to seize our destiny. Whatever kind of destiny we pick, it'll be the best one ever.
Oh, I'm glad you're here to help me, Ryan. I couldn't do it alone.
Alone? We've got the entire world fighting on our side.
You're right. Okay, I won't let myself feel down about this anymore. Everyone's counting on us. Let's go.
But I'm the biggest screw-up.
You? What have you done wrong?
I broke a promise I made to Fiora. I couldn't stop you getting hurt, you know, the time you were shot.
There was nothing you could do. No one could have predicted him firing that shot, not even me. He fooled us all.
You say that, but I still broke a promise, and I'll never forgive myself.
Ryan, you can't beat yourself up. Do you know how many times you've come to my rescue? And I'm not going to stop needing your help.
Then I won't lay you down again. Because if I do, Fiora will knock me for 10.
You got that right. So I better watch your back while you watch mine.
Ha! Then we'll be going round in circles. Sounds like fun, though. What can you do? It's not like me to use words like destiny and fate. But some things are just meant to be. Can't be helped.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop me wishing things had been different.
Shulk, you remember the promise we made that day? About destroying all the Mechon and stuff?
Yeah, I remember. And afterwards I realized how wrong we were.
Yeah, me too. At the time, all I could think about was making those Mechon pay. Turns out we were on the same side. We've all lost something for someone worth fighting for. Just like Egil.
I'm glad we figured that out in the end. We did the right thing.
We sure did. And you know what else I think? I think we should stop making promises we don't intend to keep.
It definitely couldn't hurt. And so we soldier on, you and me, saving the world.
Next up in Satoru Marsh, atop the crown tree. Isn't it nice climbing up trees? It really takes me back.
The when Charlotte was a little bun?
Yes, exactly. To be a little girl again.
Riki feel like little bun too.
I'm not surprised. I'm sure you loved climbing trees when you were little, just like me.
Charlotte good at climbing trees? Charlotte look like proper lady. Riki not know Charlotte climb trees.
That's very nice of you to say. I'm really not that ladylike. No, I couldn't get enough of sitting at the top of trees.
Riki and Little Pond love climbing trees together. But...
What is it, Riki?
One Little Pond not like it.
Oh dear, why not? Did something happen to them?
Riki, no reason. When Riki take eyes away from Little Pond gets scared. Little Pond stuck at top of a tree and wait for Riki for a whole day.
Oh, that sounds horrible. Are they okay now?
Other Little Pond at school tease my Little Pond because no climb now. All Riki's fault.
Don't beat yourself up, Riki. With some love and care, the little one will be fine. And when they're ready, you can take them climbing again.
Riki likes Charlotte's idea. You are nice hum Charlotte.
And you're a good father, Riki. The best is Heropon father. What a strange thing to say.
Riki say something strange? Charlotte mad at Riki?
No, nothing like that. It's just surprising. To hear you say you feel young, you're sort of childish anyway.
Riki not child. Riki all grown up.
I know. You're older than Dunban, aren't you?
Riki much older than Dunban. Riki married Oka. Riki have children, so become grandpapon.
You don't act like it. You built up quite a debt.
But Riki tummy hurt. Riki thinks Charlotte should stop talking about debt.
Now, Riki, you can't avoid your responsibilities.
Let Charlotte wrong. Riki worked very hard for family, but not enough for Oka and Little Pond. Never enough.
11 mouths to feed is a lot. I don't envy you, Riki.
Riki keep working and pay back debt. Riki promise. Riki want all Little Pond to become bestest hero upon a village.
Just like a proper dad. Alright then, Riki. Go and make your family proud. You're very responsible. If I were in your position, I'm not sure I could cope.
But Charlotte can't beat Daddy Pond.
No, that's not what I meant. I mean, one day, I hope to have a family of my own, like you.
Charlotte will have big family. Riki know this. Heropod's instinct. All good things come to those who wait.
Riki, what a lovely phrase. Where did you learn it?
Chief Dunga tell Riki. When Riki and Oka not yet coupled, Riki want to be with Oka, so Dunga teach Riki new phrase.
Well, I think it's lovely, Riki. Thanks for sharing it with me. Not one that can't climb?
Village has lots of Little Pond that can't climb trees.
Sorry, Riki. I shouldn't stereotype your people.
Plus, Little Pond have good reason. Riki take eyes away from Little Pond. Then Little Pond gets stuck in tree. Little Pond waited for Riki long time. Now Little Pond not like climbing.
Oh no, they're too scared to climb trees anymore?
We'll all be okay. Before Little Pond grow big, Riki fix Little Pond to like trees again.
Riki, you're a good father. Your Little Pond are proud of you. Look at me, starting to well up.
Riki always think about Little Pond. Little Pond most important to Riki. Shall I make good Mama Pond too one day?
I hope so too, Riki. I hope so too. Over near the sea.
Fish fly.
Oi, Riki, what are you up to?
Blind sea, lots of fish. Fish with wings jump out of water. See?
Matt, you must be joking. There's no such thing as fish with wings. You've lost the plot.
But Riki just see one. See, fish fly.
Ah, saw that. So fish can't really fly.
Riki don't see before either. Village and forest not have flying fish.
Right then, only one thing for it. We catch one and eat it.
Riki wants to fight for himself.
My time has come. I'll show all boy honest my fishing skills.
Ah, no!
What's the matter with you?
Riki, remember that creatures with wings are special to Dunban. If Riki eat flying fish, Riki get in trouble.
Don't worry about it. No one's looking.
No. Tonga will get mad. But Riki's stomach make noise.
I won't tell anyone. But that means you've gone fish twice as hard as me.
Ricky's not happy, but food is most important to Riki. Riki, get all fish before rain.
I knew it. When food's around, you're certainly up for it.
Silly Ryan.
What? We're even allowed or something?
Flying fish special. It's sacred. Ryan eat fish, then be cured, then be cursed.
Just looks like any old fish. I reckon it'll taste great.
Tut. Riki Ryan don't understand. Ryan see Riki has wings, no? Creatures with wings are special.
I'll get you. So it's like eating your own kind.
Gross, Ryan, but yes.
So, man, do me a scare. It's alright, though. We've got loads of tasty fish back home.
Ryan, Riki hungry now.
Come on, then. I'll take you. We'll have to get my fishing stuff. Whoever catches the most fish wins.
You're on, Ryan. Riki good at fishing. Stop teasing, Riki. Ryan has lots of this plot. Ryan, you silly hum.
Calm down, Riki. Don't get so defensive.
Riki don't feel nice when Ryan make fun of Riki.
Looking at the water again, I could see something like that.
See, Riki told Ryan truth. Elsie has lots and lots of strange fish swimming.
Guess you were right. They even got hovering rocks in this place. I'll believe anything.
Riki want to visit many other strange places. See all of Bionis. Riki and friends can see lots of strange creatures together.
Sounds like a plan, Riki. Just think of all the food to eat.
Ryan's eyes bigger than his great big fat stomach.
Take a look at yourself, Lord Bull.
Riki want to finish fighting and go traveling with Ryan as friends.
Friends, huh? I'll think about that one. But I want months and a bit of Bionis either. You know what's strange, huh? Oh, how on Bionis are you 40? That means you're like an old man.
Riki not old man, Dunban and Heropon different.
But the Heropon I met only 9 acted their age. Why not you?
Ryan should act his age, 5. Ryan a big baby like little pun.
Why, you little... Well, I'm gonna... Oh, I give up. What's the point?
Riki older than Ryan, so Ryan should respect Riki.
Okay, old man. Give it a go. You haven't got long left anyway.
Flowers of Eryth Sea.
These flowers smell like passion. Riki feel different. Feel passionate.
Passionate? Are you feeling alright, Riki?
Riki love flowers.
I like flowers too.
Shall I like them too? Flowers taste yum, no?
Oh, you eat them.
Yes, but also give to wifey Bon. Eat not Bon custom. Riki bring flowers home. Oka hang them on walls.
So there's more to you than food after all. So you're a good husband.
Riki not that good a husband.
These flowers are such a lovely shade of blue, you know. I think they would suit Melia. How about you pick one for her? It could be a present.
Give to Melia?
She'd be so happy.
Shall I have good idea? Riki want to do good for Melia.
That girl's got her head screwed on right, but it can't be easy. She's so uptight. I wish she'd let loose once in a while.
Riki think the same. Melia nice bird lady.
Hey, why don't I help you? I could look for flowers with you. I think I know what she'd like.
Yay! Riki pick flowers with Charla. Melia will be happy.
Still not all of them. I seriously thought there was only going to be like 5 more, not this many. Oh my god. Alright, well let's head to Alchemoth, I guess. You are getting on a bit.
Charla, that got ageism, not good Charla.
I apologize, Riki. I didn't mean to say that out loud.
No, but all the flowers. Riki and Nopon eat them.
Wait, you eat them? So, you wouldn't want them as a gift to put on the mantelpiece?
No, only Nopon women like flowers gift. Riki pick own flowers. If Riki can't eat it, Riki not interested.
Somehow I knew you'd say that. You especially like eating pollen food, right? I heard you have a pollen factory that makes cake in your village.
Riki love eating pollen cakes. Charlotte, what pollen cakes?
Me? Nah, I think I'll pass, thanks. They're called pollen cakes, but really anything could be in them.
Charlotte, not nice. Pollen is nature's food. No additives or preservatives. Never, ever, ever.
What if I turn yellow or something? Well, I'm sorry, Riki. I didn't mean to offend you. I'll try one later.
Riki thinks Charlotte lying.
Well, you're wrong. I'll have one when we get back. Just watch me. I'd like to try one. They're those strange little cakes, right? All shiny and glowing. Yes, I'd love to try one.
Okay, Riki and Charlotte go eat now.
Well, right now? Oh, sorry, Riki. I just remembered. I decided to give up all yellow-colored foods. It's a girl thing. You won't understand.
No problem, Charlotte. Pollen cakes come in all different colors.
Any color is a no-no. It has to be no color at all. But you know what? I heard Ryan say he wanted to try one. I'll go get him now. Wait here.
Riki, wait here. But Charlotte must hurry.
Wait a moment, Riki. Now, Riki, I can see the glint in your eye. Don't go making Oka jealous.
You're gonna make Oka more jealous. Oka already jealous because friends take Riki away from her.
So you'd rather be at home with Oka? Oh my god, Ricky's face. Riki, the answer is yes.
Riki know Melia's bird lady, so Riki and Melia will only be good friends. Riki love Oka.
You're a good Nopon, Riki. Well then, I guess you're in the clear. You know, Melia really does think of you as a dear friend.
Riki want to make Melia proud. Riki show Melia true Heropon.
I'm sure you will. Just don't forget you're doing all this for Oka. I'm gonna be honest. I am so glad my boyfriend is a heavy sleeper because I'm able to record all of this while he's asleep and he's none the wiser. Because holy shit, I was not expecting to add another fucking hour and a half to this footage. The raw footage for this episode is already almost 3 hours. And the fact that I'm adding another hour and a half to this is ridiculous. I am so sorry to everyone who has actually watched through all of this because I was not expecting this video to be this long. With that said though, next on the list, Melia's Imperial Villa. This is the Imperial Villa. I spent my childhood here with my mother. Oh, I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have barged in. Don't be silly. It's quite all right. In fact, I'm glad that you in particular have come to see it. Thanks. That means a lot to me. And it really is a lovely home. I'm glad you think so. But something about it seems sad. Lonely almost. You think so too? This place has always been always had a lonely feel to it. So it's not just me then. I'm sorry, Melia. I didn't mean to say anything that would upset you. You did nothing of the sort. The truth is, my mother has passed away some time ago. It's probably because of that. Oh, that means you're just like me. My mother died when I was young as well. Your brother told me. My mother's room is still as it was, full of memories, but so empty. I somehow get the same sense from this place. Not everyone has had that kind of experience. No wonder you can recognize the feel of this place. I hope you always look after this place. The garden is amazing. I would love to hang out here again. It's really growing on me. And I'd love for you to visit again. I'm glad it's made such an impression on you. Really? I mean, we're sort of friends now, but we only just met. Oh, so you don't value the short time we've spent together? I know I do. Melia, I No, you're right. I shouldn't have said that. You know, Melia, you're something else. Something else. How maddeningly vague. What I meant was, you never mince your words and you're always upfront. You really think so? I've never thought about myself that way before. It's just like you said. We've only spent a short time together, but it's meant so much. I did say that, but it was obvious enough already. What point are you making? That's it, right there. You speak your mind to anyone, and people respect you for it. You're everything I ever imagined a princess to be. I am. Your words fill with a sense of pride in my upbringing, but I find myself jealous of you. Jealous? Really? Oh, forget I said anything. Perhaps change of scenery is in order. The next room is... You don't know what I mean. There's no need to be modest. But I wasn't. I simply did not understand your point. But it was you that said the most important part. That we've only spent a short time together, but it's meant so much. I did say that, yes. But what of it? I was merely stating the obvious. That's what I mean. It's the way you're brutally honest. I'm the total opposite. I hope you don't mind me saying so, but I think you're kind of cool. I must admit, no one has ever told me that. You're an interesting character yourself, Fiora. I am. I've never really felt like that, but thank you all the same. So carefree. I think I'm beginning to see what Shulk likes about you. Sorry, I was just kidding. Wait, you mean it's true? Wow, I wasn't being serious. That was meant to be a joke. What kind of joke is that? I suggest you keep such jokes to yourself in the future. Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. You really think it feels lonely here? I do, yes. My mother passed away some time ago, but her memories remain. I suspect that's the reason. I didn't know. That's sad. I lost my mother too, as when I was quite young. So we have more in common than you might think. I'm glad we could both be so open to one another, Fiora. Me too. Do you want to chat some more? I'd love to know about your mom. Really? That would be nice. I don't often get the chance to talk to anyone about her. Over at the Hyentia tomb, echoes of ancient times. It doesn't matter how many times I come here, it still amazes me.
It's impressive, alright. Can't believe it's so old.
Do you not have such ancient architecture near your colony?
Nope, it's not still looking all shiny and new like this. Magma Ruins is the closest, but it's taken a beating over the years.
Then it truly is a unique place.
So that globe thing, what's that all about?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer. It's still a mystery to me.
Then let's go take a look. Guess you wouldn't know, but that thing rust us up good.
Then my guess would be that it's the nerve center of the tomb. Perhaps the tomb's defense systems were activated.
Do you know how it works? Ether or something, right?
You're probably correct, but how is that possible? This was built many years ago. The technology to extract high quantities of ether energy is new.
Us homes could do with that. Mind sharing it with us? We're a bit behind with stuff like this. Floating cities and flying machines are a bit advanced for our lot.
If you're in need of technology, we'd be happy to share it with you. We Hyentia will no longer shut ourselves away to others.
So you help us. Brilliant. No more getting shouted at by old Square Tash. He hates it when we don't find cylinders.
Who is this Square Tash?
Oh, forget it. It's nothing. Just me blabbering on. Do you reckon one day we can make those airships you lot have? It'd be amazing. I've always wanted my own plane. Cheers, Melia. It's gonna be great.
I feel we've drifted slightly from the subject at hand. Regardless, from now on the Hyentia and Homs will work together. Hand in hand, we'll restore Colony 9 to its former glory and beyond.
But you kept it to yourselves. We could have made loads of really good weapons, you know? Maybe even something to make on for murdering our families.
You're right, Ryan. We Hyentia chose to turn a blind eye. I'm not proud.
Sorry, didn't mean to blame you. None of that's your fault.
No, your point was valid. That's why it has to be different. Homes and Hyentia together. We will rebuild your homes and get back to you on your feet.
Really? You mean it? Thanks, Melia. No more square-attached telling-offs. No more trips out on the colony for those ether cylinders.
Telling offs? What are you talking about?
Nah, nothing. It's personal. Anyway, thanks so much, Melia.
I am confused, but then I find I often am when talking to you.
You mean you don't know? What, did you skip tech class in school or something?
I am leaving.
Easy, Melia, I was joking.
I see. Reaching a little, don't you think? According to the Ministry of Research, it's the tomb's center. Perhaps the defense systems were deactivated.
Pretty amazing for something you lot built ages ago. What's with all the scribbles on the wall? Is that your alphabet?
That is an ancient script. It depicts the battles between the Bionis and the Mechonis.
Battle? What battle? Oh, I mean the one the Bionis and Mechonis fought forever ago.
If you know already, why bother asking me?
Yeah, I just remembered. I learned about it in school.
You're a strange one, Rhine. But yes, these are the thoughts to be writings of that ancient battle.
So you don't know exactly what it says here?
No, only those that ascend the throne are able to read it. It is like a code that must be unlocked.
So you can't read it at all. And I thought you were pretty smart.
You, of all people, should avoid making remarks about intelligence.
You got me there, Melia. It's really that old? No, I thought there weren't any records left from back then. Or ruins. This could be the only place left.
You do know a few things, Ryan. Yes, the battle was so fierce it destroyed most of everything.
Then what would make this text pretty important, if you ask me?
Very much so. However, only those that ascend the throne are able to decipher it.
That means you'll be able to read it someday, right?
I will, with some hard work. But before such things, we all have much work to do. And that comes first.
No doubt, Melia. So let's get back to it.
Man, you know, the longer this episode goes on and the longer I do this episode, I really understand why so many people just don't experience these heart-to-hearts because, oh boy, once again, friendly reminder, all the heart-to-hearts that I am doing with different armor on, these are all heart-to-hearts that I am having to record that I missed during my initial recording because they didn't show up on the game's list. I am having to go through every single area, one by one, and manually check the map to see if I actually have any heart-to-hearts left. That's how thorough I have to be to make sure to get all of these done. I can definitely understand if not everyone is able to see all of these, because this is insane!
Ugh, I hate the cold.
How come?
I'll just do, you know? The snow doesn't help, and I've never seen snow before.
Me neither. It looks so white. Nothing like this ever happens back at the colony.
I don't get it. What's it with balls of ice just falling from the sky? Stupid idea, if you ask me.
I'm with you. It's strange. Do you think the people back at home would want to see this? I bet they'd be amazed.
Yeah, I mean, we come from a place that's warm all year round. The land covered in ice is like this crazy dream world.
Yeah, and I think the little ones would love to play in the snow.
No doubt. You reckon we could pile up some and take it back to the colony?
That sounds like a great idea. Everyone would be so excited.
The adults are busy rebuilding their homes, right? So the kids could play with all of this snow while they work.
Yeah, that's brilliant, Ryan. You have some pretty good ideas once in a while.
Could have left out the once in a while part.
We should try and figure out the best way to transport it. It'll melt if we just carry it back ourselves.
Yeah, didn't think of that. I'll get shook. You don't know what to do.
Wait a minute. This is your plan. You come up with something.
Give me a break, Fiora. You should know me and Shulk was the team.
You never change. Either of you, I imagine. You think so?
What did you do?
I'm sorry. The thing is, Shulk told me about why the sky rains ice like this.
Did he now? That Shulk sure knows a thing or two.
Yeah, sometimes I can't believe how different you two are.
Sorry, can't all be brilliant. Anyway, go on. Tell me about why it rains ice then.
Give me a second. What if a Mist sea evaporates? Then, when it reaches the sky, it freezes and rains down as ice.
You don't say. Now that I'd never guessed.
To tell the truth, I only half understand it myself.
Right, that's it. We've been chatting here so long, my toes are about to fall off.
Don't be so dramatic, Ryan. I don't remember.
Ah, you said you knew.
I did. I just forgot, alright?
So you ain't lying to me?
No, I'm not lying to you, Ryan. Quit staring at me like that. Ask me again tomorrow, alright? I'm sure I'll remember by then. I'd better get Shulk to explain to me again, and soon. It'll melt as soon as we move towards a warmer climate.
Then we better get someone to help who knows about this stuff.
Right, well, that could work. The problem is, where do we even start?
I reckon we need some kind of, special container.
I guess we'll have to enlist Professor Shulk.
Nice one. Same as always, huh? I've been relying on him since we were kids.
You're not wrong. Let's talk to him about it later.
There's a plan if I ever heard one.
Oh, I never made this connection. This is where Mom car crashed. Oh, I never made that connection until now. Eternal scars. Dunban, I don't know how to ask this.
What is it, Melia?
The man in the middle faced Mekon. Mumkar, I think. Were you and he acquainted before he became that thing?
We were comrades in arms. 1 year ago, he and I risked our lives finding the Mekon. But when the battle turned, he chose to make a run for it.
So he was a cowardly man.
He was always fairly unreliable. Deep down, I knew that one day he'd fail us in a time of need. But in the battle a year ago, he still seemed to be on our side.
What do you mean, Dunban? Are you saying he wasn't always the monster he became?
Whatever his reasons, that day he was fighting off those machines as hard as we were.
That is difficult to believe.
And I know the truth. That's why I'm so full of regret. Maybe I could have stopped him.
You mustn't blame yourself. You could not have stopped this.
Perhaps, but it's complicated. I can't deny that he was a bit of an unreliable fellow, but he saved my life countless times. After I took up the Monado, there was a definite change in him.
He was taken by its power. I would pity him.
I just wish he'd realized. I wasn't the true heir to the Monado. Shulk was. He never should have had a reason to hate either of us.
Dunban.
Mumkar, I doubt I'll ever forgive you for what you did. But I'll never forget you, and I hope you can find peace. What difference does it make?
Well...
I apologize. I didn't mean to sound so defensive. I just don't quite understand the relevance of your question.
It's difficult to explain. But I need to know. I must know, Dunban. He murdered my father, yet I know nothing about him.
And I understand, Melia. I'm sorry. I should have spoken to you about this sooner.
Thank you. I know it's not easy for you to talk about him.
And it will never be easy. Not after what he did to our home, and to Fiora.
Believe me, I know. He stole my father from me as well.
I doubt the day when I forgive him will ever come, Melia.
Just as long as you understand the dangers of living in the past.
I do. I know if I live with hate in my heart, I'm no better than him. He became consumed by his hatred for me, and he died for it.
I see.
It was Shulk who showed me the light. I'd have gone down a dark path otherwise. I'd have taken Mumkar's life. I'm very grateful to Shulk. I hope I can repay the favor one day.
I feel much the same way. Let us work together to live by Shulk's example.
I'm fine. Ask away. I am partially responsible after all.
You? What do you mean?
He changed right around the time I started using the Monado. He coveted it so much that his jealousy consumed him. If I'm honest, I wasn't completely oblivious to this, but I didn't act. And then it was too late.
You should not blame yourself. The darkness that haunted his heart was the blame. He was lost long ago, it seems.
I just wish that fool had realized. I wasn't the true heir to the Monado. Shulk was. He never should have had a reason to hate either of us.
Dunban.
I shouldn't get emotional. You probably didn't want me to go on about the old days like this.
Actually, I found great value in it. Thank you, Dunban.
You would not understand.
That way won't be what you think, Dunban.
I apologize, Melia. My words are not meant to hurt. But I knew him, and I can only tell you what I saw.
Do you think he had a reason for fighting? Someone to protect?
I've often thought about that. He is originally from another colony, one destroyed long ago. So in theory, he had nothing to lose. Maybe that's all it was.
Perhaps you are right. Whatever the reason, his atrocities can never be justified.
Of course. I suppose it would be futile to think too hard about it.
Dunban, does it hurt to remember?
I didn't mean for you to worry over this. This is one of the many tales of battle, a never-ending circle of hatred.
If you say so. But I look forward to the day that our world is free of war. Think you're gonna have to wait a long time for that one, Melia. Sorry.
Once again, a friendly reminder as to why I perfectly understand that not everyone will be able to see all of these heart-to-hearts in their first playthrough. Even after going through every single area and feeling like I combed through everything, I still missed a heart-to-heart here in Machna Forest. I had to go through my list one by one in order to see this one. Riki's crazy crystal plan.
Right, look, big ether crystal.
Whoa, that is big.
Riki, what crystal? They go to village.
What are you gonna do with it?
Riki sell it to village and pay off big debt to villagers.
Yeah, forgot about your debt. You'll probably make a fortune.
Riki will be rich.
Except, you can't sell like that. It's not worth anything raw.
Why not?
You gotta refine it. The thing about crystals is, you gotta put them in an ether furnace. Turn them into gems. That's how you make yourself some money.
But village don't have ether furriness. Only regular Dunban furriness.
Oh yeah, that's right. No furnace.
If village get ether furriness, good things happen to village.
Good things will happen, alright. The whole place will be rich. You can make new pollen works and all the villagers will be happy.
A new pollen factory? Riki want to eat pollen cakes. Riki, pollen cakes for little pun and Oka.
Now that I think, an ether furnace is really expensive. Better not tell him, just in case. How do you plan on doing that?
Lying big and strong. Ryan, you stick-head and move it.
Oi, enough of this thick-head business.
Hurry up, Ryan. Riki want it now.
I told you, no, it's impossible.
Boring. Riki, take crystal. Have good plan.
Go on then. What's the plan?
Riki, glad Ryan ask. Riki sell ether crystal and pay back money all to villagers.
You must have built up a fair bit of debt to need this thing.
Riki not proud of self. Riki check him out yesterday. Same as 20,000 fish eggs.
You lost me. How much?
Lots. So Riki take crystal. Sell whole crystal, become rich, rich, rich.
Good luck, man. I bet it's a stupid plan.
Riki sure mean, Ryan. Riki sell crystal for lots of money. Then Riki pay off debt.
Knew it. What is all you ever think about? Well, you can count me out.
Please, Ryan. Please, please. Riki need crystal now.
Try asking Dunban instead. He'll pull this thing free for you. He's good at that stuff.
Really? Dunban help? He not look strong like big dumb Ryan.
Just ask him already. Giving me a headache.
Okay, Riki ask Dunban. Thank you, Ryan.
I really hope Dunban doesn't kill me for this. You really are clueless. You gotta put it in an ether furnace.
Riki's furriness not enough.
Not furriness, furnace. It's where you craft crystals.
Riki what ether furriness for village?
They ain't cheap.
How much money?
Let me think here. If you take that crystal and make enough gems, you could buy one. Don't get yourself down, Riki. If you get the other villagers to chip in, you'll buy one in no time. I might even help you out.
Once again, another heart-to-heart that I actually glanced over while returning to Alchemoth. And it can only be done at night. Love how it was just recently nighttime and I missed it. Ancient Astrology. Whatever's the matter, Charla? Why are you standing here? The stars. They're beautiful, aren't they? Knowing that they're the same stars I see back home. It makes me feel at peace. Yes, I feel it too. Melia, you know anything about fortune telling? Of course I do. It's about telling the future based on one star sign. And that's right. I thought only Holmes knew about fortune telling. I know nothing of its origins, but practitioners have existed for countless generations. Amazing to think that the people of old looked up at the same sky as us. Quite amazing, yes. So, do you believe in fortune telling? Yes, I do. It is unbecoming of me to dabble in such things. No, not at all, Melia. All girls love this stuff. Don't you worry yourself. Oh, thank goodness. I always wondered, you know. Tell me, Melia, what's your star sign? The Rhapsodist. What about you, Charla? My star sign's the Perfumer. You and me have great compatibility, Melia. I had guessed as much. Well, Melia, you're better at reading people than me. Oh my god, I have such an Is that it? Ace of Hearts. Was that the achievement? Did we finally do it? Did we finally get it? Did we actually do all of the heart-to-hearts? Had every possible heart-to-heart. Unfortunately, we didn't get, we didn't get a, wow, I can't believe we only got we only missed 2 trials out of the entire game. That's insane, but that's finally it. This was an extra hour in my recording I was not expecting. I greatly apologize to everyone for how long this episode has been. I don't even know how long it's going to be in the final recording. When I sat down to edit this video, I had 3 hours worth of footage, and then I realized I didn't do all the heart-to-hearts, and next thing I know, I've added an extra hour, and I still haven't even recorded all the other dialogue lines. This was just an hour of the normal branches.
I also apologize if you could hear my boyfriend snoring in the background. Again, he's asleep in the bed as I'm recording this. It is midnight.
I hope you guys know I do this for you.
But anyways, before I head on over to Past Blues once again, I gotta share a story about astrology. I'm gonna be honest, I'm an astrology girly. I love astrology. I love learning about it. I don't necessarily believe in a lot of it. I feel like a lot of it is superstitions. My mom and my sister were a lot more of the type of people who were like, they would actually form their entire personality, like their entire thoughts and viewpoints on people around astrology, and I'm not that kind of person. I really don't care like that. But I do actually look at astrology in terms of like romantic compatibility. And it's funny because when I first met my boyfriend, he learned about astrology in assumption that I would know about it, only to realize he knew more about it than me. And it was just funny. I mean, we're very compatible, but it was just funny. I always think about that. Anyways, Past Blues, take it away. I'm gonna collapse. I'm so tired.
It's nothing but mumbo jumbo. It's patently false, and I refuse to believe in such drivel.
I don't know, Melia. There's definitely some truth to it.
Yet if I asked you for proof, would you have any to give?
Well, maybe not. But if it was 100% accurate, it wouldn't be called fortune telling. That almost makes sense. Trust me, Melia, I know a little about this sort of thing. How about we do a reading? What star sign are you? My star sign is the Rhapsodist. That's great news.
It is?
Why? Shulk is the pedagogue? You guys are a perfect match.
We are!
You're such a lucky girl, Melia.
Such things do not impress me. I cannot share your enthusiasm.
I know you're smiling inside.
How dare you? But,
you really think we're a match?
Aha! You're interested after all.
It's true. When the stars align, two lovers' destinies are set. I feel more confident, but I shall remain cautiously optimistic.
I will not answer that. Tell me what you intend to read about me first.
How compatible are you with Shulk, of course?
Why would you care?
It's more than I thought you might care.
I do not need to know.
Then this won't interest you at all. Shulk was born a pedagogue. I read this earlier and I can't read it now. You happen to be a rhapsodist. If you happen to be a rhapsodist, well, you'd be a perfect match.
But I am a rhapsodist. Could it be true?
Melia, you okay?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking about Riki, that's all.
No, I do not. Making grand predictions based on the movement of the stars.
It's preposterous.
I don't know, sometimes it's surprisingly accurate.
But fortune tellers only tell you what you already know.
Melia, your star sign is the Rhapsodist, am I right?
You are correct, but how did you know?
The power of fortune telling. Basically, you're a typical Rhapsodist. You're a perfectionist and firm in your beliefs.
Do you mean to say I am inflexible and stubborn? Is that it?
Although, now that you mention it, you're not exactly wrong.
It's working.
I barely said a thing, but she's starting to believe me.
Wait! Before we end things off, I know this episode has already been long as it is, but there's one thing that I have completely failed to do throughout this entire LP that I want to make sure we tackle before we end things off. The Collectopaedia. As of now, we have completed every single part of the Collectopaedia. Except for one, the other category. Now I'm going to be honest. I did some research before ending this recording
to see what the other items were. Now, funny enough, I thought I was gonna have to do it for a separate playthrough. No, we can actually fill that out right now. I just didn't know how to. The other category for the Collectopaedia,
Hi there.
requires you to trade with specific NPCs, as these NPCs are the ones that have the items. First item on our list requires us to trade with Sonia, the Minute Mantis. I really don't care about overtrade, so let's just go for the cheapest items. Oh! There are achievements for doing this. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, so basically all of the items for the other category of the Collectopaedia require us to trade with specific NPCs. I'll be going through the list of every NPC that we need to trade with in order to get these items and then filling it out for you. So, Sonia was the Minute Mantis. Next up on our list is in Frontier Village. Where are you? Lupa! You will give us the Love Beetle. I was not trying to get an overtrade item, but sure. And that should be all the bugs for the Collectopaedia. An AP up 5 gem! Yeah, no, the other items are good for searching out because, oh, just that on its own is phenomenal. Now, funny enough, this next item can only be traded by the last character that we invited to Colony 6. The character that I completely forgot existed because I was like, why is this character important to Colony 6? Usually other characters that we invite them for quests. This character does not have a quest. Why are we inviting them? Alexi, if you send him to Colony 6, he has one of the other items. Specifically, the Golden Cog.
That's right.
McCrish, so long as she's in Colony 6, has the next item. The Coin of Fortune. I guess one thing I should mention while I'm trading all of these, all of these items require you to have 3 stars of affinity with the area that these characters are from, or are at, except for one. And I will tell you which one requires more affinity than that, but for now, just know every item we've traded so far requires 3 stars of affinity with that area. And funny enough, the item that requires more affinity is still here in Colony 6. Now this next item requires 5 stars of affinity. Not you. Jarrell! So long as you have 5 stars of affinity in Colony 6, you will give us the Love Source. I have nothing I can trade. Oh no. Oh no, don't tell me. No! Oh no. Really? Really? I'm mad. I'm so mad. I am so mad. Okay. So I decided to do some research to see what items are of value enough for you to be able to trade to get the Love Source. Because the Love Source is a really good item. The only item that is worth any value, even remotely enough, to get the Love Source is an item known as the Veritas Glyphs. The Veritas Glyphs is an item that exclusively drops from super bosses. Yeah, those are the only ways you can get the items. You have to fight the super bosses, and even then, the weakest super boss, which is level 100, That one gives you a 15% chance of getting this item. The other thing. This item, even on its own, even with all of that, you have to fight some of the strongest enemies in the game just to get a chance of getting this item that you need to trade to get the love source. That's not all. The inherent value of the item is only 45,000, and you needed to get it more than 56,000 in order to trade for the love source. Meaning, you have to have Shulk and Riki's skills that make it so that you can trade for higher value. Which is, here we go. Hero's Privilege as well as Friends Now. One of those skills you can only get through a side quest that gives you Shulk's Bravery branch. You need both of them. Those two skills are the only way that the Veritas glyph is even remotely high enough in value in order to trade for the love source. So I'm going to be completely honest, we're not doing that right now. I have no intentions of fighting the super bosses during our initial playthrough, and I am not about to grind the super bosses out to do this now. This recording is already well over 2 hours just doing all the heart-to-heart, so that's how you get the love source. I am not collecting it now. I will probably collect it at a later point in time, but I am not doing that now. That is way too much work. But the last thing that I will share pertaining to the love source. The love source is actually an item that you can trade with your party members. This is of note because the love source is the only item in the game that gives you 4 hearts worth of affinity per character. No matter who it is, every character gets 4 hearts for trading. That is the equivalent of 100 affinity. It is easily the best trading item in the game. Problem is, you have to grind out super bosses in order to get it! God, I love this game! Now, as for the last 2 items, one of them is traded by Drac. Oh yeah, so he gives you the Thunder Compass. Well, while I'm continuing to do this, I just want to talk about more things that I want to complain about pertaining to the love source. So, not only do you need to have, not only do you need to fight super bosses and grind out things in order to get the item that you need to trade for the love source, because it's the only item worth enough. Not only that, not only the fact that you need to have essentially maxed out affinity in order to do that, there's so many other things. On top of that, you need 5 stars of affinity with Colony 6 in order for Jarrell to be willing to trade you that item. There's so many things with it that is just so unnecessary, man. I was only planning on getting the love source in order to get entered into the Collectopaedia, and I feel like that is the only reason why you should ever try to get it. And now for the last item, I didn't mean to do that. Rack set. You have the Angel Engine Y. This is the last item that we need for the Collectopaedia that we can, realistically collect. And for that, we get an Experience Up 5 gem. Yeah, these are good gems. These are worth it. These are absolutely worth it. Obviously, I've mentioned it before. I've complained enough. I will not be collecting the love source during this playthrough. But if you're curious to know what you obtain for completing the strange category, you get a Critical Up 5 gem. And for completing the entire other category, you get the Aggro Down 5. Additionally, there is an achievement for completing the entire Collectopaedia. Unfortunately, we will not be doing that this time. I feel bad saying that because it feels really, really bitter knowing that there's something that I will not be able to show off right before the finale, but maybe at a later point I'll be able to show it off. But for now, that is everything. Really, truly everything that I wanted to do during our playthrough. And next time on Xenoblade Chronicles, it's the end. We're gonna fight Dixon, we're gonna fight Zanza, and we're gonna save the world. And until then, I will see you all later. Goodbye!